The streets are wet. The city never sleeps, and neither does trouble. From the fog-soaked alleyways of Seattle to the smoke-filled backrooms where deals are made in whispers, one man follows the truth wherever it leads. No matter the cost, tonight, on Nostalgia Sleepy Radio, Harry Nile is back on the case.
Maybe if I keep my head pressed hard enough against this train window, I'll be able to shake some sense into it. Some answers. Like why? Why am I out here in California, where I never wanted to be, with another man's $1,000 in my pocket, heading for a rendezvous with a guy I've never seen, to do a job I never thought I'd be doing? A job of murder. I guess it goes back to my lousy luck. My losing streak. Yeah, with some guys it's booze they can't handle. With me, it's gambling.
Mr. Nile, how nice you come to see me.
Yeah, I got your invitation.
I see you did. You can let go of him now, Sully.
It's gonna cost you where this hippo of yours tore my suit.
Oh, I'll deduct it from what you owe me, Harry.
Yeah, very funny.
You can go now, Sully.
All right, what do you want, Corio?
Oh, I want my money, Harry.
You'll get it. You'll get it just as soon as I get it. I'm good for it. You know that.
How you not? Not anymore.
Listen, I've been one of your oldest and best customers.
Oldest, yes. But Corio's as a rule, Harry, we pay when you win. You pay when you lose.
I won't lie to you, Corio. My collections have been lousy lately. I'm still waiting to get paid for a divorce job I did 10 months ago, and 2 runaways still owe me from summer. What are you going to do?
And you shouldn't gamble when you haven't got it to lose.
I know it.
You ought to know.
All right, Corio, lay it on the line. You going to make small talk all night, or do you want to spell out what you have in mind?
No, to begin with, Nile, I don't like your attitude. You're not a cocksure private dick to me. To me, you're just a deadbeat.
Look, I intend...
I let you get into me for more than $8 grand. You never would have got that far if I hadn't trusted you. But you betrayed me, Nile. And nobody betrays Vito Corio. Nobody.
Okay, so where do we go from here? You gonna have Hippo stomp on me? What's that gonna get you?
Oh, I'm a practical man, Harry. I could have you killed, but that wouldn't get me my money.
I'll get you the money. I'll pay it back on the installment plan, like buying a Frigidaire.
Amusing, Harry. You won't be seeing $8,000 all year long. Besides, you might even be drafted. They're talking about it.
Well, I'll do the best I can.
Which won't be good enough.
Try me.
I've tried you. You're a loser.
I had a streak, that's all.
Shut up, Harry. From now on, you're doing what I tell you to do.
Nobody tells me.
I'm telling you because I own you. And now I'm telling you what you're going to do. You're going to do a job for me, Harry. A job that's worthy of your, talents. And when you've done the job, I erase the debt.
I don't think I want to work for you.
You haven't got any choice.
Corio, the only kind of job you'd pay $8 grand for is something I won't do.
Oh, you'll do it all right.
It's a gun job, right?
Laid out easy for you.
No, Corio.
You'll be saving the state of California an electric bill.
California? Hey, I like it here in Chicago.
The target is a very bad man, Harry.
I won't kill for you.
If you know him, you might even enjoy the job.
I won't kill for you.
Yes, you will, Harry. We'll argue and you'll shoot off your mouth at me, but it'll end up that you'll be taking the Santa Fe for Los Angeles tonight. But when you get to L.A., you'll find him and do it, just like I'm telling you. Because if you don't, now that you know I'm ordering a man's death, I'll have you killed.
How's that going to get you your money back?
Oh, I don't expect my money back. I expect to get something for my $8,000, and you're going to get it for me. I want this job done with some finesse. I want it never to get traced back to this organization. It's got to look accidental. You're very good at details, Harry.
Hey, you're afraid of this guy.
Accidental, remember?
Who is he?
That's all written out for you, Harry. In this envelope. Go on, take it. Open it.
Well, you mean now?
Now. Now read it. Memorize it.
Simon Adler? Adler. Business address, Adler Importing Company, 311 West Pico Boulevard, Los Angeles. Residence, 92 Mariposa Canyon Road, Los Angeles. I never heard of it. What does he import?
Nothing. It's a front. What he really does is he's getting control of the movie industry, the theaters. He's almost as big already as Fox West Coast. He's like an octopus, Harry. You sign up with Adler and you play the pictures he sends you. Pictures he owns. Made with actors he owns. Lousy pictures. But you either play them or some night your movie house burns down.
Sounds like a good racket. What is it to you?
Because Adler's coming east.
So?
Some detective you, I happen to own 20 theaters in this town.
What?
Not in my name, but they're mine.
I'm not gonna bump off some racketeer.
Adler personally killed 3 people. A theater manager in Westwood, and a projectionist, and an old lady in a fire he set in Highland Park. He's nothing but a torpedo, Harry. He can't be touched by the law. I think he's too smart. Well, maybe he owns someone, but he's going to be stopped. Now, what's his name?
Simon Adler.
Business address.
Pico Boulevard, 311 West Pico.
Home address.
92 Mariposa Canyon Road.
Good. Give me the paper. And this is his picture. He's tall and bald. Don't ever forget that face. I don't care how you do it, only make it look like an accident. Now here's another envelope. This one you keep. Tickets on the 11 o'clock train tonight. First class accommodations. The hotel you're going to stay in, also first class, with a phone in the room. I want to know how to get in touch with you. Also, $1,000 expense money.
You had this all made up.
I was sure you'd go for it. I mean, look at it this way. Your doctor ordered you to go west for your health. And I'm the doctor.
Yeah, Corio. You're the doctor.
The Golden West Radio Network presents Crisis. Tonight, a special one-hour presentation of Crisis and a story of suspense and intrigue featuring Phil Harper, entitled West for My Health. We continue after this brief message.
Two nights ago, I'm Harry Nile, private investigator. Now I'm Harry Nile, paid assassin. Why didn't I go to the police and tell them the whole thing? Because Corio would have had me killed, and there isn't any place to hide from a guy in his organization. We go through a station marked Ontario, and it makes me think of Canada, which makes me think of just getting off one train and onto another and living in Canada for a few years, or Alaska maybe. But I know it's no good. There's only one way to get Corio off my back, and that's to get Simon Adler off his back. Union Station, Los Angeles. It's December 31st, and I'm sweltering in my overcoat. It's sunny, and people are going around in shirt sleeves and straw hats like the middle of July. I always said anyone who lived out here was crazy. I get my bags, and I tip the red cap by peeling one of the skins off my big bankroll in my pocket. His eyes bulge up like golf balls, and I realize I've given him a 10. You gotta watch that. I don't know how long that grant has to last me, or where it's gonna have to take me.
Taxi, mister?
Yeah. Red Cap, put these bags in my trunk, will you?
Yes, sir. Where you headed?
Biltmore Hotel.
Right.
From the back of the yellow 1938 DeSoto, I watched the city jiggle by. Somewhere there's a place called Pico Boulevard, and somewhere along that street there's an office with a man in it. A man I have to kill. I try to keep thinking of it as an execution, thinking about the rotten racket he's in and the people he's killed. No matter how I run it over in my mind, when I see myself pulling the trigger on Simon Adler, I see myself taking my place along with Adler, plunging head first into the everlasting torment of hell. In fact, I can almost smell the sulfur.
You smell that stuff?
What?
That's coming in from Signal Hill, I'll bet you. You hear they just brought in a gusher today.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Signal Hill's out by the beach. It's an oil field. That smell is from the refineries. Awful, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hey, who do you like in a bowl game?
you got me.
Don't you know who to pick?
I don't even know what bowl.
The Rose Bowl. It's tomorrow. Trojans in Tennessee. I picked USC by 14 points. It's going to be like last year. Last year USC beat Duke, you know.
No, I didn't, but I'll take your word for it.
You going to see the game?
No,
Going to watch the Rose Parade? Over in Pasadena.
no.
Well, there's always next year.
What makes you think I'll be here next year?
Well, where would you go? I mean now that you're here in God's country.
My room at the Biltmore looks out over a small park. I stand at the window a long time. 2 days on the train in Chicago and Corio seem like a lifetime away, and I feel almost free. Until I undress and take a shower, and I pile Corio's money on my dresser. Oh, well, I think Judas did it for a lot less, and the man I'm going to kill isn't going to be missed or mourned very much. The shower makes me feel better. I like the rich feel of the fresh bath mat beneath my toes, and when my feet are dry, I walk out into the room, and I almost fall down. The guy's about 25, making absolutely no effort to hide the shoulder holster strapped over his white shirt. He's sitting on my bed with his coat beside him.
Have a nice shower, Mr. Nile?
Who the hell are you, and how'd you get in?
I work for Mr. Corio. He phoned me and said you were going to be in town and told me to look you up. Said I should take really good care of you.
Yeah, I get it, just in case I get any funny ideas about running out before I do my job.
Well, gee, I wouldn't know, Mr. Nile.
Yeah.
I just want to wish you success in your work. Better put some clothes on. Don't want to catch cold.
Corio wasn't about to miss any angles. He had me pinned down, and now I knew it. Well, all right, no escape. So I figure why prolong the inevitable. On a desk? I want to rent a car. Too late? Yeah, I know it's New Year's Eve. No, I don't want a chauffeured limousine. Is that all you can do? Okay, never mind. Well, I tried. Corio must know I couldn't nail Adler the first night I'm in town. It's going to take study and research. And the time for that is after January the 1st, 1940, which is now only about 7 hours away.
And this is Graham McNamee reminding you once again that the University of Southern California has defeated Tennessee 14-0 for their second consecutive victory here in the Rose Bowl.
The next day was Tuesday. I've been 10 hours without a drink, 5 days without a game. At this rate, I could become a monk. I get up and I walk down to the lobby, feeling shaky and sick, and alcohol has nothing to do with it. It's the job I'm going to have to do. It's the second day of the year, 1940, and Los Angeles is going about its business again. The morning is bright, and I decide to walk until I feel better, and then find a car rental agency and get on about my business.
Times paper, get your times paper.
But after walking about 2 blocks, I decide I'm not going to feel any better walking, so I buy a paper, and I turn to the ad section, and I find a rent-a-car agency nearby. In a few minutes, I'm driving a new gray Chevy, and in due time, with the help of a city map, I'm on West Pico Boulevard. Traffic is fast and heavy, and the first time I sail right past number 311. It's an ordinary office building, just like hundreds of others. I go around the block. I find a place to park. Ordinarily, a killer wouldn't show his face in the same building where his victim works, but I still don't think of myself as a killer. And besides, I have to get some idea of the layout of his office. The building directory lists the Adler Importing Company on the 2nd floor. It's not such an impressive building. Stairway runs up 4 or 5 flights with a skylight at the top, fire escape in the rear. Nice to know if you have to make an exit in a hurry. And there, in black lettering, on an opaque glass door, is the Adler Importing Company. That's funny. 10 past 10 and his office is still locked. And then I remember what Corio said. The importing company's only a front. Maybe Adler never uses the office. I'm tempted to pick the lock, but then I figure I've already taken enough of a chance being seen. Next stop, 92 Mariposa Canyon Road. Adler's house is set back from the road and screened by trees and shrubbery, so that it's impossible to tell if anyone's at home unless you drive down the driveway, which I wasn't about to do. Instead, I used the old burglar's trick. At the nearest payphone, I look up Adler's number, and I ring the house.
Hello?
Hello, is Mr. Adler there?
Who is this calling?
Well, this is Mr. Sullivan. I had a 10 o'clock appointment with him this morning at his office. Is something wrong?
Then you haven't heard?
Beg pardon? Heard what?
This is Marna Adler, Mr. Sullivan. My father is dead.
What did you say? He's dead.
The announcement will be in the papers tonight.
Look, Miss Adler,
I'm sure you understand. I can't talk anymore. Goodbye.
For a minute I stand there with the receiver to my ear until my head stops spinning. Adler is dead. He's already dead without my having to bump him off. I'm off the case and I'm off the hook. Corio gets what he wanted and I don't have Adler on my conscience. The Chevy has a radio. And on the way back downtown, I find a station with the noon news.
BULOVA, Boulevard Watch Time. And here's the noon edition of KMTR News. The body of Los Angeles millionaire Simon Adler was pulled from the ocean off Catalina Island early today, after the Adler cruiser exploded off Cherry Point. Adler's companion at the time of the explosion has not been located. Cause of the blast is under investigation. The Los Angeles Board of Equalization was charged today.
The Afternoon Herald Express has the full story. Adler and a business acquaintance had seen the New Year Inn at Adler's Catalina hideaway. When they started back for the mainland, the gas tank blew up. The Coast Guard found Adler's body, but the other guy, someone named McIntyre, is still missing. I could just visualize how this story would read to Corio back in Chicago, and what he'd think I'd done. I stayed in my room for supper to take the call I was sure would come, and I didn't have long to wait. Hello?
Harry?
Right? Is that you, Corio?
Right.
Yeah, I was expecting your call.
I understand that a mutual friend of ours has had a tragic accident, Harry. Is this true?
Oh, you're one of the mourners, are you?
You might say that. It was very sudden, wasn't it?
I thought you'd be, impressed.
Oh, I am, Harry.
Well, Happy New Year, Corio.
Happy New Year, Harry. Oh, and Harry.
Yeah.
Maybe your luck is changing. Good night.
I lay back on the bed and for the first time enjoyed the best the Biltmore had to offer. Outside the window, searchlights swayed across the sky for some movie premiere, and I felt free for the first time since I got in hock at Corio's. It was the beginning of a new year, a whole new decade, the 40s. Maybe my luck was changing.
KECA Los Angeles. It's 10 p.m.
And a good evening, everyone. This is your Richfield reporter. Funeral services will be held Wednesday at Forest Lawn for Simon Adler, millionaire importer who was killed yesterday when his motorboat exploded as he and Elliot McIntyre were returning from Catalina Island. Investigators studying the mysterious explosion say...
Forest Lawn is a green oasis at the edge of Los Angeles, convenient to the people who die in Burbank, Glendale, and Pasadena. Why did I attend the funeral? Well, I guess I wanted to verify that Adler was dead, and this chapter of my life was closed. I couldn't get into the chapel. The service was for the family only. So I waited outside. And as the mourners filed out of the old stone building, I found myself looking for the girl I'd talked to on the phone. Marna, Adler's daughter. Only one woman in the group fitted my mental picture of her, a slender girl in a dark blue dress, matching jacket and hat. Everyone was crowding around her, consoling her. On the way to the graveside, I kept far back, watching. There was only one other witness who hung back from the mourners. I got the feeling he was watching me, but I figured it was a cemetery employee, and I forgot all about it. When it was all over, the girl in the dark blue was picked up by a driver in a late-model Lincoln Zephyr. Then I got in the Chevy and followed him. Sure enough, we wound up at 92 Mariposa Canyon Road. I sat in the car out of sight of the house, smoking and thinking. An L.A. police car cruised by twice while I was there, and the cops took a long look at me the second time. So I figured I wasn't too welcome in the neighborhood and was just about ready to start the motor and leave when suddenly the door on my side of the car jerked open. It was the driver of the Lincoln.
Okay, get out.
Okay, wait a minute.
Out!
Show me your badge and I'll get out.
I don't need a badge.
Yeah, I suppose you've got a license to carry that gun.
You want a badge? You want a license? There's just no satisfying you, is there? Now get out!
I'm getting.
Hand me your car keys.
Here. Catch.
Now that wasn't so bright, was it? Pick them up. Careful.
Okay. I must say, this is a shabby way to treat a businessman.
What kind of business?
I don't think that's any of your affair. Look, will you put that thing away? Guns make me nervous, especially when they're pointed at me.
Then state your business.
That was between Mr. Adler and me.
What's your name?
Sullivan. And I'm not in the habit of being interrogated by a... What are you, a chauffeur, a bodyguard?
I'm whatever the family needs me to be. What are you doing out here?
I was preparing to go up to the house and see if I could offer Miss Adler my condolences.
Is that why you were at Forest Lawn?
Oh, you saw me at the funeral.
You weren't at the funeral. It was a private service. You hung around out by the grave, and then you followed us home. Now, what do you want, Mr. Sullivan?
Carl? Carl, did I hear you'd say Mr. Sullivan?
She stood at the entrance to the driveway. Only now she wasn't wearing a hat. Her red hair hung down around her shoulders.
I didn't want to alarm you, Miss Adler, but this man followed us home from the cemetery and was parked in front of the house.
Mr. Sullivan?
That's right.
I'm Marna Adler. Please forgive Carl. He's on edge. We all are.
I understand. Then you remember my phoning yesterday.
Of course. Carl, put that ugly gun away. Get it out of my sight.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
That will be all, Carl.
Yes, ma'am.
Carl? My, car keys?
Yeah, here you go.
Carl!
Never mind, Miss Adler. Just a little game we've been playing. See you around, Carl.
I hate ugliness.
I'll bet you do.
You knew my father.
Not well.
If you came to pay your respects, I appreciate it. But I'm not going to be home.
Oh?
I'm an unconventional person, Mr. Sullivan. I'm going to let my soul start healing.
That sounds like a good idea.
My father's death has torn my soul. There's only one place on this earth where it can start to heal.
Is that so?
Why don't you come with me? You look as if you've known the world too well, Mr. Sullivan.
I know it pretty well, yes.
Come on.
My car is...
We'll take mine. It's right up the driveway.
Miss Adler...
My name is Marna. Call me that. What's your first name?
It's Harry. Say, where are we going?
We're going to bathe, Harry.
Did you say... bathe?
We're going to bathe our souls together. We're going to cleanse out the ugliness. Please, Harry, you drive. I've been holding back the tears. I think they're going to come.
The third act of tonight's special crisis presentation, West for My Help, will follow in a minute after this timeout. And now we return to our story, West for My Help.
I guide Marna's big car down from the Hollywood Hills and into the streets of Los Angeles while she cries silently at my side. The only thing she tells me is where and when to turn, but eventually, and all too soon, the ride is over. We pull up beside a big white drum-shaped building with a big sign that says Miracle Tabernacle in blue neon. Marna dabs at her face, runs a comb through her long red hair, and climbs out of the car.
Come on, Harry.
What is this place?
You understand. Come on. Give me your hand.
She leads me through a big arched entrance, through a tall pair of French doors, and into a big theater auditorium in white trimmed with gold. The place is jammed with people, and sweat rises like steam in the air. There are terribly fat, terribly thin, terribly crippled people, in wheelchairs, on crutches and canes, even on stretchers. But the center of interest, from the second you walk in, is the elevated pulpit downstage center. Spotlights dazzle on a woman in a long white gown, her arms spread like wings, her blonde hair wound around her head in braids, and her voice holding the whole assembly in its spell.
Visit the auditorium here and now and send his healing powers through the air like electricity.
Is this what you meant by bathing our souls?
Shh, listen to her.
My dear one, who has the faith to know that he or she will be healed?
You come here often? Oh, yes, all the time. Haven't you heard her on the radio?
No, I think I missed her. I generally listen to Amos and Andy.
And you'd better bring your faith with you, because the Lord is looking down on you this very moment.
How much money do you have with you?
Well, I don't know.
Give, Harry.
All right, just a second.
Give.
I'm getting my wallet out. How about $100?
$100? Oh, the Spirit has touched you. You, Harry, I love you. I really do.
Believe the Lord can heal you.
You're simply bathed in the Spirit.
Oh, God bless you, my dear. Rise up out of that wheelchair and walk over here to me. Rise up. Come on. Walk.
When the performance ends, Sister Grace makes her exit to the wings, and Marna grabs my hand, and we run out a side door and down a long hallway until we get to a door marked Private. Is this the sacred dressing room?
She'll let us in. Sister Grace, it's Marna.
It is you, isn't it, dear?
I've brought someone new.
Welcome, brother. Come in. Oh, my poor child. I know. They told me. But he's in a far better world now. You must believe that.
Oh, I do, Sister Grace.
A world without pain, without hunger, without worry.
Yes, I know. Oh, Sister Grace, this is a friend of my father's, Mr. Sullivan.
How good of you to attend Sister Marna in her hour of travail.
It's, my pleasure, sister.
Now, will you excuse me for just a moment? I must change out of these ceremonial robes. You understand, Mr. Sullivan? These white robes are designated only for the Lord's work. I'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, isn't she inspiring?
Yeah, I guess you'd say that, yeah.
I'll tell her of your generous gift, Harry.
It was worth it, believe me.
Worth it?
Never mind. I guess anyone can get carried away.
I don't think I understand.
Well, out in the auditorium, when I gave that 100, you remember what you did? You kissed me.
And you liked that?
I liked it, yeah.
I told you I'm an unconventional person. I do what I feel.
Yeah, well, I think that's fine. Very healthy. Anytime you feel like, doing what you feel, just feel free.
Thank you.
Say, do you feel like having something to eat?
Oh, no. Thanks, but not now. Sister Grace will be back in a minute.
Oh, there's someone out in the hall. Do we let him in?
Of course, why not?
If you're looking for Sister Grace, she's changing. She'll be right out.
I must see her.
Yeah, well,
Come in, brother.
Yeah, come in, brother.
Thank you. That was just a figure of speech about seeing her. Actually, I can't see anything.
Oh, it's tough. How'd it happen?
I was born blind.
Come over here and sit down.
There you go.
Thank you. You're very kind. You know, I've listened to Sister Grace and the Miracle Tabernacle on the radio for years, but this is the first time I've ever come here. My name is Sylvester.
Hi, Sylvester.
How do you do?
I'm Harry, and this is Marna.
Hello.
Well, two young people, how lovely and charming.
Hey, you ought to see her, Sylvester. She is lovely.
Well, in my own way, I do see her. I see the important part of people without eyes.
That's beautiful.
Now we can have our little chat. Oh, and whom do we have here?
Sister Grace, this is Sylvester. He's listened to your broadcasts for years, and he's here to see you with his heart.
I understand. Welcome, Brother Sylvester.
Well, it is you, isn't it, Sister Grace? God bless you.
Oh, he does, my friend. Indeed he does. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Well, worldly goods have I none, Sister Grace.
I understand. We have a wonderful kitchen and dining hall in the basement, Brother Sylvester. We even have a small men's dormitory. Will you partake?
God bless you, Sister Grace, but I can't pay you.
The Lord pays me handsomely, brother. Marna, will you guide our friend downstairs? Have him registered and given meal tickets, and see that he's assigned a bed.
Of course. Come along, brother.
Well, thank you. I don't know how to thank you.
You see, we don't ask a man's religion here. We only ask what he needs, and then we give him all we can. The only thing we ask is that he be honest with us.
Sounds fair enough.
But you haven't been quite honest, have you?
What's that again?
Who are you?
What's the matter? Don't you like the color of my money, sister?
Please don't smoke in here. No, the color of your money doesn't concern me in the least. But when a man uses an assumed name, he is being dishonest. I ask you again, who are you?
What makes you think I'm using an assumed name?
If you were in the tabernacle for this afternoon's service, you witnessed that I have certain powers.
Oh, you read minds, that it?
I read hearts.
Oh, okay, hearts.
You are not only deceiving Sister Marna. You have entered this tabernacle under false pretenses. But I am willing to forgive all sinners. All you must do is admit your sin.
That'd take a long time, Sister Grace. Why don't we just leave it the way it is? I'm Harry Sullivan.
You are Harry Nile.
Oh, you're very good, Sister Grace. What else? Come on, you must have found out more than that.
I'm very disappointed. I had hoped you would volunteer.
Okay, I'm an escaped convict. No? All right, I'm Clark Gable. How about Rin Tin Tin?
I don't think Marna will be amused.
Look, lady, what have you got? A name. Harry Nile. Why is that any more important to you than Harry Sullivan or Harry Smith or Harry Jones?
Because Harry Nile is hiding. Why are you hiding, Mr. Nile?
You know, sister, suddenly I don't feel like it's any of your business. If I'm going to confess anything to anybody, it'll be to Marna.
You won't be seeing Marna again, Mr. Nile?
What's that supposed to mean?
Simply that. When Marna learns of your deceit, she won't care to see you again.
And you'll take care of that.
I think this interview has gone on long enough. You will be welcome in Miracle Tabernacle when you have repented, Mr. Nile, and not before.
Gotcha. And now if you'll tell me how to get downstairs, I'll find Marna and get
Marna
her out
will
of...
be taken care of by one of us, Mr. Nile. Your responsibility where she is concerned is ended.
Not until she ends it, sister. I try not to be superstitious, but somehow the evangelist has gotten to me, and there's a spooky feeling in my head that maybe she knows more than she's saying. I hurry down the hall and find the stairway and head downstairs, looking for Marna. I find the soup kitchen and the dormitory, but she's not there. I run back up and into the main auditorium, but there's only a janitor sweeping out. And then I remember I've got the keys to her car in my pocket. She can't get away without me. I storm out the front through the French doors and then the arches, and then I spot her, sitting in the Lincoln with both hands on the steering wheel, staring straight ahead. I'll run a lot better with these keys.
Who are you, Mr. Nile?
Sister Grace must have her own telegraph system.
Carl checked on you through the car rental agency and phoned the tabernacle.
If I could sit down in the car, I'd explain it. Thank you. Okay, I dreamed up the name of Sullivan on the spur of the moment. Actually, it's a name I use a lot, as an alias.
An alias?
I'm a private investigator, Marna, from Chicago. And I came out here to...
Yes?
To investigate your father.
Investigate him? Why?
Oh, it had to do with his company. I can't go into detail. Anyway, it's all over now. When you told me he was dead, that closed the case. Believe me.
I told Mr. Sullivan he was dead.
Look, I don't blame you for being sore at me. When I phoned, it was just to find out where he was. I didn't expect anyone to... I didn't think I'd ever meet you or get to know you.
What else don't I know about you? Who hired you to spy on my father?
You know I can't divulge a client's name.
Thanks for being so upright.
Look, it doesn't matter now. The case is closed. My client isn't interested anymore. I'm not working for him anymore. Believe me. You don't believe me. Well, why should you? I lied about my name, lied about what I was doing here. Look, I want to tell you everything. I mean everything.
Then why don't you? Why don't you do what you feel?
I think I will. An hour ago, you kissed Harry Sullivan. Now you kissed Harry Nile. And I meant it.
I want you to be honest with me, Harry.
All right. Let's drive. You drive. I'll talk.
All right? Talk to me.
Well, I already told you I'm an investigator, and my client in Chicago wanted some information about your father's business.
Did you give him the information?
How could I? I got in town New Year's Eve, and the next day your dad had his accident. Look, I'm off the case. There is no more case.
Your client in Chicago, why was he interested in my father?
He was afraid of your father, Marna.
Afraid?
What kind of business do you think he was in?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, it wasn't the import business. You mean you didn't know?
Tell me.
It was the movie business. He owned certain pictures, and he controlled a lot of theaters.
Why would that have anything to do with a man in Chicago?
The man was afraid your father was going to try to take over the Chicago movie business like he was doing in L.A.
So he hired you to come out here and stop him?
Yeah, more or less.
And you'd actually do that?
I didn't do it. I didn't do anything.
Because you didn't have to. He was already dead. I don't like you anymore, Harry Nile.
My client owns a gambling outfit. I had a run of rotten luck, and I wound up owing him a lot more than I could pay. My client isn't a very nice man. It was either come out here and do something very bad, or get killed.
Kill or be killed?
That's about it. Look, Marna,
You must have done this before, as a private detective.
No.
It doesn't really matter. I don't think I could ever believe anything you say. From now on.
We made the rest of the trip in silence. When we got back to the Adler house on Mariposa Canyon Road, Marna stopped the car outside my Chevy. There were no goodbyes. She just sat there waiting for me to get out. So I did. The lights were coming on as I headed back toward the hotel. Suddenly I hated L.A. Hated Corio, hated Adler, hated myself for ever getting suckered into this whole mess. So I turned on the car radio to take my mind off my troubles.
We interrupt this broadcast for a local news bulletin from the KMTR newsroom. Los Angeles police have announced a citywide search for a suspect in the death of millionaire Simon Adler, who died in the New Year's Day explosion of his cabin cruiser. It was the first indication that authorities believe foul play may have been connected with the fatality. Now we return you to the music of Larry Clinton, coming to you from the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles.
Oh, no, my mind starts racing. I have to figure out how this news is going to sound to Corio back in Chicago. He's going to figure the police are after me, and that I could lead him back to him. It all adds up to one thing. I had to get out of town fast. I fight my way through traffic to the Biltmore, hoping to clear out before Corio gets wind of the investigation. I get up to my room, shove the key in the lock, walk in and snap on the lights, and there he sits. The same punk who called on me after my shower 2 nights before.
Close the door, Nile.
How do you get in? Under the door?
Hold it right there. I'll pick the heater. You won't be needing it anymore.
You're about to make a real dumb mistake.
You made the mistake. You were sloppy with the way you handled Adler. Corio don't stand for sloppiness.
I was going to call Corio. The police aren't looking for me. I didn't kill Adler.
Then you lied to Corio, and you don't like flyers either.
Look, friend, there's no way Corio will get involved with Adler's death even if someone did bump him off, because they can't connect me with it, don't you see?
Hey, it's nothing to me whether you croak the guy or not. I'm just taking my orders from Mr. Corio, same as you, only I didn't screw up. Now pack your bag, Mr. Nile. You're checking out.
Corio's henchman climbs in beside me in the Chevy and we start through town. My empty shoulder holster is filling with sweat, and I try to drive through a red light hoping some cop will pull us over. But the torpedo knows that trick, and he jabs the muzzle of my own automatic into my kidney, so I obey traffic laws to the letter. Mind, telling me where we're going?
What do you care? You ain't gonna send any postcards.
Look, you gotta let me make a phone call to Corio. If you don't, you're gonna get in trouble with him, I promise you.
Hey, it's nice of you to worry about me. But like I said, I'm just following Mr. Corio's orders. Anyway, in a few minutes all your worries will be over. Isn't that nice?
So now I know. Corio has ordered my execution, just like I was afraid he would. So now I figure any chance is worth taking, and I try to come up with something. Anything. All of a sudden, something clicks in my mind. I begin to recognize where we are. Only a couple of blocks from Sister Grace's Miracle Tabernacle. Up ahead, the traffic signal changes to stop, and I make my move. I hit the brakes, and I open the door all at the same time, and my passenger hits the windshield with his head. I gamble he won't risk a shot at me, and in 5 more seconds, I'm around the corner on a side street. But I know he'll be coming after me. I reach the next corner, and I turn right, and I head up to the Miracle Tabernacle. If I ever needed a miracle, it's now. I make it up to the French doors, and they're locked. Let me in! Come on, let me in! Down the street, the gray Chevy comes up alongside the building, and I shrink down until I'm lying on the cement. He cruises by, but he's peering up at the tabernacle. Somehow he doesn't see me. I'm making enough noise to wake the dead, and then I see a silhouette of someone coming to the door.
I'm sorry, brother. We're closed till 8 o'clock tonight.
Come on, let me in, old man. I'm a poor, repentant sinner. I leave the janitor staring at me, and I head through the darkened auditorium. There's a green exit light over the side door, and that's what I'm looking for. It opens into a hallway that leads to Sister Grace's dressing room. When I get to the door, I don't even bother to knock.
What is the meaning of this?
Sister Grace, I told you that I'd come back when I'd repented, and I have.
I was in the middle of my prayers, Mr. Nile.
Then say one for me. There's a guy out there who's going to kill me.
I don't understand.
I'm asking you to hide me, lady.
Hide you?
I'll tell you all about it later. Hey, who's that?
Sister Grace, is everything all right? Your door was open and I heard voices.
Yes, Mother Sylvester. Everything is all right.
Is that Brother Harry again? I believe it is.
You've got a great ear, Sylvester. All right, if I close the door?
Brother Sylvester, Brother Harry seems to be in some kind of trouble. Would you mind leaving us alone for just a moment?
Oh, not at all, Sister Grace. I'm afraid I intruded. I can find my way back to the dormitory. I'm really very capable.
I appreciate this. I can pay. Anything you ask.
What is it you've done, Mr. Nile?
It's what I haven't done. A very dangerous guy in Chicago has me over a barrel. I owe him a lot of money, so he sent me out here to kill Simon Adler. And if I don't do it or mess it up, he'll have me killed.
Then it was you.
No, it wasn't me. It was either an accident or someone else got him first. But the point is, the police are looking for a suspect now, and Corio's afraid they'll catch me and connect me with...
Corio's the man in Chicago?
Yeah, that's right. One of his gunmen is driving around looking for me right now. I just jumped out of the car and I ran in here. You're my last hope.
I see. Very well, Mr. Nile. You may remain in the dormitory downstairs until it is safe for you.
I want to thank you. And I'll make a nice donation.
Whatever your heart tells you to do, Mr. Nile.
Right now, all I want is for it to keep on beating. The hall is lit by 2 bare bulbs, and down at the other end is a stairway to the basement. Down in the dormitory, it's even darker. and evidently there are several guests who have already retired. I picked my way between the cots when all of a sudden, something hits me on the back of the head and I take a nosedive under the bare springs of an iron cot. And then I'm on my back with someone pressing something across my windpipe, and I realize what's in his hands is a cane. Sylvester, what are you doing? You want to kill me?
That's right, Harry. That's just exactly what I want.
Why? Why, Sylvester?
Because you tried to kill me, Harry.
All right, hold it.
And a light bulb goes on in the ceiling, and Sylvester leaps away from me. In the doorway is Corio's man, a big purple bruise on his forehead, and a gun in each hand.
I don't know what you want with him, old man, but move aside. Harry is all mine.
And then I get a good look at Sylvester. The dark glasses are gone. He's no more blind than I am. And the straggly beard is half torn off, too, and that's when the puzzle finally falls together.
Get up, Mr. Nile.
Listen to me.
We've got some business to finish.
Listen, you know who this guy is, really?
What do I care who he is?
I'll show you who he is.
Get your hands off me. Ow!
Look at his fake beard.
Get away from me.
Fake eyebrows. Ow. Come on over and have a good look. Who is it?
I've seen him before.
Sure you have. They ran his picture in all the papers yesterday. It's Simon Adler.
It can't be.
Tell us how it can be, Mr. Adler.
Neither one of you punks is going to walk out of here. Carl will be here any second.
Oh, you'll enjoy meeting Carl, buddy boy. You're both in the same business. I wonder which one of you shoots the fastest.
All right, hold it, Nile.
Well, speak of the devil.
And you drop those guns.
Are you kidding?
Well, I guess that answers my question. You're a real Ralston straight shooter.
Now, what do we do with him?
Adler? Well, you can't kill him. He's already officially dead. I even went to your funeral, Adler.
You drove me to do it, you punk. I got word Corio was sending you out here to kill me.
So you decided to play dead and throw me off. And it worked, too, right up to a minute ago when you laid me out with your cane. Why'd you do that?
I thought you were coming down to get me. I figured you knew who I was.
Nope. You really fooled me. You all did. Especially your grieving daughter.
Daughter? Marna's not my daughter.
Oh.
Listen, Nile, what do we do?
Do I have to do all your thinking for you? You call up Corio and you tell him you finished me off. Then I'll be free to become someone else, like Sylvester here.
What?
Or do you want to be standing here with a smoking gun when the cops arrive?
What?
Run, you idiot. He's giving you a bike.
Yeah.
Oh, and my gun, please?
Here, take it. Catch. Now, which way out of here?
Well, that's luck. He shot Carl with his own gun, not mine. Can I help you get your beard back on, Sylvester? Oh, and here are your dark glasses, and here's your cane. Sorry, but I've got to run.
Production after this message. West for My Health featured Phil Harper as Harry Nile with Art Kahn, John Walrich, Douglas Young, Veronica, John Amendola, Pat French, Johnny Walker, and Bob Robertson. Music by David Shire. Script and direction by yours truly. This is your producer, Jim French, inviting you to be with us next week at this time when the Golden West Radio Network presents Crisis.
I don't like waking up in strange towns. I don't like it most of all when I wake up in a cold boxcar, a boxcar I don't remember climbing into. But most of all, I don't like it when I wake up in a strange town in a cold boxcar, and I discover all the labels have been torn out of my suit, and I don't have a wallet or a scrap of identification on me. I don't like that, because I know somebody dumped me on this rattler, thinking I was dead. Now I figure this is a point in my favor. Whoever thought he'd killed me isn't going to expect me to come back and nail him. And that's what I'm going to do, or my name isn't Harry Nile.
Tonight, another tale of suspense featuring the hard-luck private investigator Harry Nile in a page from his casebook from the year 1940. We'll return in a minute with Act 1 of Seattle Blues. And now, Phil Harper is featured as Harry Nile in Seattle Blues.
It all began on the train down from Canada. It's no fun coming back from a vacation. All the fish I caught are eaten, the weather's turning cold, and I'm out of money, with no prospects in sight. In fact, I couldn't even afford a ticket all the way back to Chicago. I got on in Vancouver, and the money only stretches to Seattle. The coach is hot and the windows are steamy and there's nothing outside but gray clouds and rain. So after a while I fall asleep. I wake up maybe 20 minutes later with someone calling my name.
Mr. Nile! Mr. Nile! Mr. Nile!
Huh? What is it?
I hate to wake you up, Mr. Nile, but we're getting close to Seattle, and I had to talk to you before it's too late.
That's all right. I'm awake.
I figured you could use what I got to tell you, being as you're running a little flat.
Do I know you from somewhere?
No, don't think so.
Then how do you know me?
Oh, I get around, Mr. Nile, better than you might think.
That's so.
Yes, I do, Mr. Nile. You're a private dick working out of Chicago, or not working, I should say. Been on a fishing trip in Canada for 6 weeks. You like your liquor, and you'd be hard to beat in a poker game. How am I doing?
Very good.
Now, that ain't all I know. You're 41 years old, born in Haines, Nebraska, and you're pretty near broke most all the time. Now, how am I doing?
Good enough. I'm about to wring your scrawny old neck. Who are you, anyway?
Name's any one of several. Take your pick. Sourdough Jim Pike, Lonnie DeVille, Kid Husier, Francis Aloysius Riley, Maurice T. Mumford III.
All right.
But the name they give me at the orphanage in Tacoma 60 years ago was Mac Ennis. Ernie Mac Ennis.
Okay, Ernie. What's the pitch?
I got you pegged dead to rights, did he?
That what you woke me up to tell me? I already know all that stuff about myself.
I wanted to be sure. you're the man I'm looking for. And you are. You want to do a little detecting?
This is my line of work.
I do the job myself, only I'm too well known.
Uh-huh.
McNile, there's a girl in Seattle who's been robbed of her inheritance. $4,000. I know who took it, who's got it, and how to get it back. Now, it'll take you one night's work, and there's 400 in it, Dorothy. Interested? Yes or no?
Wait a minute. Number one, I'm not licensed to work in Seattle.
$2.
And number two, Huh?
A private dick license is $2 in Seattle. No exam, just write your name.
All right. But number two, I need to meet the girl and ask her a lot of stuff.
Oh, you will.
Say, what were you doing on this train? Looking for private detectives?
No. Just trying to make a buck.
Doing what?
Picking pockets.
You're a pickpocket? A dip? You heisted my wallet?
Shh, quiet, pipe down. You ain't missing a penny.
I'll just make sure of that.
You see, your wallet tells quite a story. Visitor's British Columbia fishing license issued 6 weeks ago, your Chicago private detective permit, couple of pawn tickets, an extra ace of spade, and a trick deck in your pocket, soaked with bourbon, and $16 Canadian. Read you like a book.
What do you need me for? You're quite a detective yourself. Why'd you help the girl?
And I do it too, except for one thing.
You're too well known.
Yes, that, and I don't want to get killed.
That's a great night. Seattle, always like this?
Yes. It ain't bad. Wait till the rainy season sets in.
Rainy season? What do you call this?
This ain't rain. This is mist.
Goes down the back of my neck, just like rain.
Never mind. Come on, we're here. Going in.
What's this, Joy?
First Avenue Tavern.
Ah.
Joy, she worked out of here.
She works out of here?
I mean, she works here. Sit down. Buy you a drink.
Yeah, thanks.
What would be?
Go in.
Bourbon. Hey, what is he, a tourist?
I'm sorry, Harry. You can't buy whiskey, beer, wine, period.
Why not?
This is the state of Washington, friend. No liquor by the drink.
No kidding. How come?
Because we run a nice, clean state here. Nothing immoral.
Hi, Roger. Any calls for me?
Hey, Joey. No, nothing.
Joey, me. We good people.
I got lost, sourdough.
It's easy, Joy. I'm gonna take the money back for you. You know who this gentleman is? He's a private eye.
You are? Hey, you really are? Where'd you run into sourdough?
He bumped into me on the train.
What's your room?
Harry Nile.
And you're really a detective?
Yeah.
You don't look like a detective.
I've been sick.
Hey, Joy, I told him about the money. How you lost it, but he didn't tell him nothing else, Joy.
Where are you staying, Mr. Nile?
Yeah, where am I staying, Ernie?
There's the Olympic, the Benjamin Franklin, and...
for about $3 a night.
Yeah, the Netherlands, just off Pie Street.
You know that one, Joy?
And all. For $3, you'd be tipping the manager, so fix it.
As for me, let's go. The three of us go out into the drizzle again, pass a couple of penny arcades and an all-night movie, and finally get to Pike Street, which must have been named after the fish of the same name. The wind was blowing up from the waterfront, and it wasn't like the breeze off Lake Michigan. Not as cold, maybe, but twice as pungent. The hotel is one flight up. There's a 40-watt bulb in the stairwell, but watching Joy climbing ahead of me, I can see very clearly that she's something special. She's got long, dark hair spilling down over her tweed coat with a fur collar, and silk stockings with perfect seams setting off a perfect pair of legs, slim ankles, and spike-heel shoes. And she's young. Okay, want to tell me about it?
I had $4,000. Now I don't have it.
Ernie says he knows who took it.
Sure, I know who took it. Carl Schermerhorn took it.
Schermerhorn?
You know him?
No, I just wanted to see if I could pronounce it.
He said he'd invest it for me.
What is he, a broker?
That's funny. Schermerhorn's in the rackets.
Then why'd you give him the money?
The Schermerhorn? If you don't give, he takes.
That's right, that's right.
All right, this doesn't make much sense to me. Did you owe him the money or what?
I owe him nothing. That money was my folks. I inherited it. It was all they had. They had a little farm in Montana. Last winter, my dad froze to death in his truck, a mile from the farm. Ma died this spring. That money was all there was left of them.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Schermerhorn found out I had the money, and he said he'd invest it for me, and it'd pay me an income out of the interest. So I said, sure, take it, you're a businessman. But when no interest came, I asked him, I said, Mr. Schermerhorn, when am I going to start getting my interest? You know what he said? He said I'd never given him the money, that I must be crazy or something.
And she can't prove a thing against him. He didn't give her a receipt or nothing.
How'd you meet this guy in the first place?
Meet him? I work for him.
Oh?
As a hostess. Well, that's what he calls me. I set guys up for him. Hey, that's all I do.
Set them up?
If they want liquor or they want to gamble, I introduce them to Mr. Schermerhorn, and that's all.
What? Gambling's illegal here, too?
But we can get around that. Niall, what you got to do is win George's $4,000 from Schermerhorn. I told Mr. Nile there'd be $500 in it for him.
You said $400.
Well, I expect you to pay me a little commission on the business I got you.
Look, I'll pay the $500 if I can just get the rest back.
It just so happens that cards are a special talent with me.
I knew it.
I presume Mr. Schermerhorn uses a few tricks on his opponents.
He never loses, if that's what you mean.
Well, in all modesty, I think I can change his luck. And if I can, I'll get you your $4,000 plus interest and take care of my fee myself.
Gosh, I thought I'd never see that money.
Careful, honey. You'll ruin your mascara. Brave words, those were, about changing Schermerhorn's luck. I wish I'd never said them. But that's not all I wish I hadn't done. There's more. A lot more.
Imagination Theater will continue.
That night I go to sleep on a Civil War cot, with the rain gusting against a dirty window and a red neon sign flashing a tattoo on my eyelids. But I dream I'm driving a Packard convertible down Wacker Drive in the springtime, wearing a seersucker suit and a Panama hat and smoking a 75-cent cigar. I always have that dream when I'm planning to wring someone dry of poker chips. And that's what I plan to do with this guy Schermerhorn. 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm back on the First Avenue Tavern with Joy and Ernie, waiting for the big gambler to show up.
Now, I never promised this should be easy, Harry.
He just never loses, ever.
All right, okay. Now, the only thing that worries me is I'm temporarily short of funds.
How short?
I tipped the Red Cap a quarter at the station last night. I paid $2 for the room, had the 50-cent breakfast at the cafeteria. Leave me a grand total of about
$13.25. Huh?
Oh, sourdough, you didn't.
What are you talking about?
Here's your wallet and your loose change.
I ought to punch you right in your
Now,
nose.
look, Harry. John L. Sullivan sparred every day between title fights. The man's got to keep in practice. Besides, I wouldn't keep nothing of yours, Harry. Come on, here, take it.
Thanks.
Ain't you gonna count it?
Yeah, maybe I'd better. Wait a minute. There's better than $100 in my wallet.
You should grab steaks.
But where'd this come from, Ernie?
From the pockets of the bourgeoisie.
Come again?
From the bloated capitalists who run the banks and counting houses up there on 3rd Avenue.
You stole this, huh?
Now, I'm redistributing the wealth.
Where do you get all this bourgeois stuff?
At the party meetings. I'm the communist.
Huh?
Look, that's Schermerhorn now coming in the door.
That's Schermerhorn?
All 300 pounds of him.
I've never seen anyone so fat in all my life.
Now, that isn't all fat, Harry.
Well, it's time for me to head down to the public market.
Yeah, happy picking.
Oh, he won't be picking. If you're going around handing out what he took on 3rd Avenue. Except for the 100 he gave you. Yeah, I never knew anyone like him. Say, play like you're talking to me, having a good time. Schermerhorn's coming over.
I am having a good time.
Good night. Oh, tell me all about yourself, Mr. Nile.
I'm 20 years older than you are,
Isn't that interesting?
and I'm gonna love getting your money back.
You do say the cutest things, Mr. Nile. Well, look who's here. A very good friend of mine, Harry Nile. This is Carl Schermerhorn. Carl, this is Harry Nile. He's just in town from Chicago.
Chicago. Huh. Favorite town of mine.
That's so.
Positively. Yeah. In Seattle for long, Mr. Nile?
Just passing through.
Oh, Mr. Nile was just saying how he wished he could find someone who liked to play a little game of poker.
Oh, poker. Nice game. Used to play a little myself.
And Joy tells me it's impossible here. She says it's illegal.
It's illegal, but it's not impossible. You know what I mean?
I give Schermerhorn a peek at the size of my bankroll when I order a beer. Pretty soon, he suggests we join a friendly little game which just happens to be going on downstairs behind the tavern. Setup is standard. Seat at the table is in front of a picture on the wall. It could be a spy hole, so I protect my hand and play close to the vest. Figure the two other players are working for Schermerhorn, and so I watch them, and sure enough, they're builders. They have one job, to build up the sucker, and then when they fold, and I get their chips, Schermerhorn moves in for the kill. I let him play it his way, and even suggest increasing the ante. Naturally, he goes for it. And pretty soon we're playing with $50 chips. The game goes on. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Schermerhorn is starting to sweat. Big torrents of water pour off his face and down onto the hairy backs of his hands. Just before 5 o'clock, I mentally count what I'm going to take. $5,000. I pull the switch.
I'm through now.
Want to quit? It's okay with me.
You take a check?
Well, I don't know. I don't know, Carl. I'm just passing through town. I'd like to make it maybe in traveler's checks.
It's too late. The banks are closed.
Oh, so they are.
You wouldn't like to stick around one more day and just give me a chance to win it back?
Afraid not.
Listen, Nile, I know you did it to me. I don't see how, but I know you did.
Just write the check, fatso.
Why, you...
All right, hold it right there. Come on, back off, hippo.
Where'd you get that gun from? I thought you guys could spot a gun.
It's an old Chicago trick. Next time, look in the sock, fellas. In the sock. Now, the check, Schermerhorn. Make it 2 checks. One for $4,000 and one for $1,000. And if either one of them bounces, I'm gonna come back here and play you like a calliope. I leave Schermerhorn and his buddies and back my way up the stairs and into the tavern. Joy and Ernie are waiting for me. I grab them and we disappear down 1st Avenue into the first door I see, which is a movie theater almost empty.
Nobody'll get hurt.
Okay, I couldn't get it in cash, and so here's Big Carl's check for $4,000. Joy, I'm endorsing this over to you. I suggest you cash it and get on the next train for Montana, because when Schermerhorn sees your name on the endorsement, he's gonna come looking for you.
Yeah, I will.
And Ernie, here's your 100 back.
What do you keep out of this?
Fond memories, and a check for $1,000. And hopefully my skin. And now, my friends, and you are my friends, this ends our little fireside chat.
Where you going?
The Union Station for a ticket and a berth on the Empire Builder East. Only it wasn't that easy, because I was afraid of meeting Schermerhorn, and I took the alleys on my way back to the station, and that was a bad mistake. I never saw who hit me. I only remember my head exploding like a football full of dynamite and the salty taste of a Seattle paving brick when my head hit the street. When I woke up, I was in this boxcar. No gun, no wallet, no check, no labels, no nothing. I don't recognize the skyline. Stay light, but I don't think it's Seattle anymore. I try the legs. They move, not like Fred Astaire, but they move. I cut across the tracks and find a sign on the railroad tower. Spokane. What I need to find is a westbound freight to hop. Get back to Seattle, and I find one. And every mile brings me closer to my rendezvous with Schermerhorn. I only know one place to find him, and I go there. The First Avenue Tavern. I walk in. Yeah, and a sight, filthy dirty, in a torn and ragged suit. Everyone stops drinking and looks at me, most of them with a little smile. But one person doesn't smile.
Harry, what's his dad?
Sweet, young little Joy. She's standing by the bar with her hands over her mouth, but she's already said too much. In 3 big strides, I'm standing in front of her, and I don't pay any attention to the bartender or anyone else. I grab her wrist.
Harry, you look terrible.
Just tell me one thing. The bar, the big freeze in Montana. Mama dying in the spring.
You bought it.
You and Ernie?
Ask him.
Huh?
Right here, Harry, right here. Come on, sit down.
No. I want it all spelled out.
Well, I picked you on the train from Canada, like I told you. I saw you could help knock over Schermerhorn for me.
And there never was any $4,000 inheritance.
No.
You just used me to get you a big hunk of Schermerhorn.
Don't forget, Harry. You kept some for yourself. Just like you kept that 100 I gave you, knowing I lifted it off someone else. My point is, nobody's clean, really.
And who was it gave me this grapefruit behind my ear? You know, in the alley last night on my way to the station?
Schermerhorn, or one of his boys.
He wanted to get his checks back.
That's all very logical. Except one thing bothers me. Joy, how did you come to think I was dead?
Carl told me.
Schermerhorn? He told you?
He tells me everything. Always has. Ever since we've been married.
You're married to him? And you wanted me to get you $4,000 from your own husband?
He'd never give her nothing. So we figured this way, at least she'd have some money of her own.
But it turned out to be a check. You were dumb enough to take a check. Now, if you held off for cash, Sourdough and me, we'd have been long gone.
Oh, you're going to run away with Ernie. What? Why, he's old enough to be your father.
Oh, didn't I mention that? I am her father. Isn't that wonderful, Mr. Nile? I didn't freeze to death back in Montana after all, did I?
Harry Nile. The names of our players and the scene from next week's program in a minute. Tonight, Phil Harper as Harry Nile, with Pat French as Joy, Douglas Young as Ernie McInnes, and Steve Hilliard as Schermerhorn. Sound created by Jeff Thompson, engineering by Carney Barton, music by David Shire.
We hope you've enjoyed tonight's presentation of Imagination Theater, brought to you by ValueRite. With more than 5,000 independently owned pharmacies throughout the nation, ValueRite is truly America's neighborhood pharmacy. This is executive producer Dave Adams, hoping you'll join us each week for another journey into your mind and the corners of your imagination. Next week, join us for a frantic radio call from a blind teenage girl, a passenger in her father's light plane when he dies at the controls. What happens next makes for a riveting tale we call Blind Fun. And then, take one conniving nephew with a need for cash, a rich old uncle and his elderly crony, add one dangerous gangster, and you have our next mystery, entitled Coots. Be with us next week when Imagination Theater will again offer you a double-featured movie for your mind and a journey into your own imagination. Imagination Theater is written and produced by Jim French and Jim French Productions in Seattle, Washington, and distributed by Transmedia Radio Networks, San Francisco, California. For copies of tonight's Imagination Theater on compact disc, send a check or money order along with today's date for $14.95 plus $2 shipping and handling to Transmedia, 719 Battery Street, San Francisco, California, 94111. This is Dave Adams, again thanking you for joining us for tonight's premiere broadcast of Imagination Theater. Join us again next week.
The Adventures of Harry Nile.
When the winter sun goes down on the Pacific Ocean, it leaves the water gravestone gray. And if there's a wind, and there's always a wind, it tells the few die-hard bathers to get inside, to go buy a hot dog and shake the sand out of their beach robes and head back for town. And that leaves the beach to the lonely. The ones who don't go down there to swim. The ones who go down there to solve a problem. And if the big roller coaster and the fun house up on Long Beach Pier don't fix everything up, why, there's still the waves. The restless, endless waves of the iron gray water out beyond.
Come on, lady. Don't fight me until we get out of the water.
My own life, I can do what I want with it.
Come on, get another 10 feet or so.
It isn't going to do you any good. I'm going to go right back here.
There. Come on. There, we made it. Come on.
Go.
Come on, up on the dry sand.
You haven't got any right to this. You know.
What do I know? I know you really didn't want to drown yourself out there.
You're nuts.
Or you wouldn't have waited out on the breakers with your clothes on, knowing there was someone watching. And you would have waited until dark.
Then let go of me now.
Yeah, sure, okay. Are you cold?
What if I am?
What's your name?
None of your bit.
My name's Harry Nile. I'm a private detective.
Private detective?
Yeah, that's right.
Who are you working?
Nobody.
Don't give me that. We were watching you.
Try to get paid for watching girls? Some things I do for free.
Dora didn't hire you?
No. Do I know a Doris?
You're not lying. You're not working for Dora.
No. Why? Well, who's Doris?
Never mind.
Hey, I don't know about you. I'm freezing. Hey, and so are you. Come on, you're shaking.
What's it to you?
Come on, let's hike up to the pier and get a cup of coffee.
No, let go of me. I came down here to do something and I'm going to do it.
You still gonna bump yourself off?
Yes, and you're not going to stop me.
Okay, if you feel that way about it, go ahead.
You think I'm kidding?
Go ahead. I'm gonna head up and get a cup of coffee.
Oh, yeah, sure. You'll come right back out into the water and drag me out again.
Oh, no. One rescue per day is all I'm good for, lady. Like you said, it's your life.
Well, I'm gonna do it.
Well, I guess you've got your reasons.
I said it's none of your business.
Okay, so go ahead. Who's stopping you? Oh, one thing, so I can tell the coroner what's your name. Hey, they'll find it out when they find your body, so why not save them the trouble of checking?
Gloria Crocker.
Gloria Crocker. I'll remember that. Brown hair, brown eyes.
Blonde hair. It looks brown because it's wet.
Oh, okay. Brown eyes, height maybe, what, 5'4"? Weight, say 118. Address?
What?
Address. Where did the deceased live? They'll want to know that, too.
Englewood.
And age?
31.
31. Yeah, well, that about does it. So long, Gloria Crocker.
You really walk away?
I am walking away, Miss Crocker. I'm going to catch pneumonia out here. If you want to die, I guess that's your affair, but I want to live.
Oh?
All at once she was clinging to me, and her fists were knotted into my shoulder blades, and her head was against my chest. And after a long while, we started walking up the beach. And that's how I got to meet Gloria, and how I got mixed up in a case I'd just as soon I'd left alone. But you know me, a sucker for a pretty face and a sob story. Yeah, there are too few of the former and too many of the latter in L.A. in 1940, but if your name is Harry Nile, and you take on just about anything, even a little matter I've come to remember as the case of the dead ringer.
Phil Harper is starring as the hard-luck private eye of the 1940s in another Harry Nile detective mystery. And now, The Adventures of Harry Nile.
Sheer coincidence had brought me down to Long Beach on that windy winter afternoon. When it's summer and the crowds come, I stay away. But when the famous California skies turn gray, I like to take the Pacific Electric out to the beach, because it reminds me of my town, Chicago, along the lakefront with a storm coming in. So I hide my shoes and socks, and I roll up my pants, and I walk along the beach, and I get the smells of L.A. out of my head. That's how I happen to be there for the little show put on by Gloria Crocker, and how I wind up 2 hours later in her apartment in Inglewood. She showered off the sand and salt and tried to salvage my trousers and jacket. Now I'm wrapped up in a big blanket, waiting for my duds to dry, while Gloria fills me in on what made her do it.
Had you ever decided to give up? Just give up?
Thought about it?
Well, I gave up.
Nah.
I did. I fully intended to commit suicide out there.
No, Gloria, you didn't. Or you would have waited until there was no one else on the beach. Or you would have waited until dark.
I didn't see you, believe me.
Well, then why didn't you go on back? You had the chance.
Because you said you were a private detective, and I began to think maybe you could help me.
And maybe I can. Who's Doris?
My sister.
And you said you thought Doris might have hired me. Why?
Because she hates me.
Why does she hate you?
She hates me enough that she's trying to kill me.
You didn't answer my question.
Why does she hate me? Because of what I did to her.
What did you do to her?
It was an accident. It happened accidentally, but she never forgave me for it.
What did you do to her?
We shared this apartment. It was my turn to get up and start the coffee. Doris was asleep in bed. Her coffee cup was on the bedside stand, so I was bringing in a hot pot of coffee to pour in her cup, and I tripped on the rug.
Oh, boy.
She was turned on her side. The whole pot of scalding hot coffee hit her on the side of her face.
And she was scarred up.
She was horribly disfigured.
Well, if it happened like you say, it wasn't intentional, was it?
Intentional? Mr. Nile, if I could have traded faces with Doris, if I could have worn the scars instead, believe me, I would.
How long ago did it happen?
It's been 2 years.
And where's Doris now?
She moved out as soon as she got out of the hospital. She works down at the pier.
Where, Long Beach? The amusement zone?
Yes, that's where I'd been this afternoon. Trying to see her, to talk with her.
What'd she say to you?
She wasn't there.
Where was she?
They didn't know. They said she'd be back tomorrow. And suddenly I felt like giving the whole thing up. Mr. Nile, Doris and I were very close. Now, to know she hates me enough to want me dead...
Well, what about that? Why do you think she wants you dead?
Oh, I know she does. And I know how she wants to do it. She's made friends with a terrible person who works in a freak show down there. Bobby Ox. He'd do anything she'd tell him to. He's not quite all there.
Bobby Ox?
Yeah.
O-C-H-S?
Yes.
Well, what kind of freak show does he work in?
Well, she's the cashier. Bobby's the ape man.
Ape man?
It's about halfway down beside the House of Mirrors.
Okay. Tomorrow I'll have a talk with Bobby Ox and your sister. Oh, by the way, you got a photo of her?
Well, you won't need a photo, Mr. Nile. Doris and I are identical twins. Only now, the whole right side of Doris's face is nothing but a hideous red scar.
Well, I could hardly wait to meet the ape man, but I managed to restrain myself until 10 o'clock the next morning when the fun zone opened up. And I strolled down past the Dodgem cars and the Big Zipper, the Tunnel of Love, and the House of Mirrors until I came to the freaks. There was Jojo, the dog-faced boy, Anna, the bearded lady, the living skeleton, and the amazing lady with no body. And right at the head of the line was a shabby sign proclaiming the seventh wonder of the world, the remarkable missing link, the ape man. Well, there was no one at the cashier's cage.
Hey, anybody here? You open for business?
We're open for business. How many?
Where's the cashier? Where's Doris?
You a friend of Doris?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, I don't know where she is. She's late. You want to see the ape man?
Yeah, sure, but I'm also interested in Doris. When does she usually come in?
Like I say, she's due here right now. Oh, here she is.
I'm sorry I'm late, Esther.
You forget it. You got a visitor.
Hi, Doris.
Who are you?
My name's Harry Nile. I'm a friend of Gloria's.
So?
All right, then maybe we could talk.
I don't talk.
He says he's a friend of yours, Doris, but if you want I should get rid of him, just say the word.
Get lost, mister.
You heard the lady?
How much to see the ape man?
Like the sign says, 15 cents.
Okay. Here you go, Doris.
And when you come out, keep on walking.
Yeah, thanks. In this way?
Right. And don't pay Friedman nothing.
Nestor stood biting on his cigar, pointing into the dark passageway. Took another quick glance at Doris. She wore her hair long and tried to comb it down over the right side of her face, but you could still make out the ugly crimson welt that turned her cheek and forehead into something raw and animal-like. I was glad to step into the blackness beyond the entrance. Inside it was hot, and there was the smell of hay mixed with sweat. A couple of blue spotlights were aimed at a cage. There was straw on the floor, part of a rotting melon. Curled up on his side was the ape man, covered with dark hair. His eyes glistened in the blue light, and I could see him watching me. I edged over close to the bars of the cage. Bobby Ox? Hey, Bobby, I'm a friend of Doris. I need to talk to you. Okay, listen, I know you have to put on an act for the customers, but you can talk to me until someone else comes in. I know who you are, Bobby. He lay perfectly still, watching me. The makeup was so real I had to keep telling myself it was all a scam, that this was a normal human being with ape hair and a rubber nose like a gorilla. But the illusion was hard to ignore. And then he moved, exactly like a gorilla. Suddenly he sprang on the short-studded legs and he hurled himself at me against the bars of the cage. Hey, come on, that's very good, Bobby. Come on, no lie, you scared me. Hey, you really did. Hey, come on, now listen to me a minute. Come on, listen. You see this? It's a $5 bill, Bobby. And it's yours if you'll talk to me. You know, people talk. Not ape talk.
Yeah, talk here.
All right. Where and when?
Tonight. In back.
In back? In back where?
In back of my cage.
It was all I was going to get out of him. He snatched the fiber through the iron bars of the cage with hands that looked more ape-like than human, lumbered back to his spot on the floor. He lay down again and watched me. I headed for the exit, not looking forward to tonight. Back out in front of the ape-man show, I looked around and I didn't see Nestor, but I did see Doris in the cashier's booth, sitting so the unscarred left side of her face was turned to the front, leaving her right side in shadow. I strolled over.
Get lost.
You know how I met your sister, Doris? I fished her out of the water down on the beach. She tried to kill herself. Over you. Over what she did.
Should've let her do it.
Save you the trouble, right?
We don't have anything to talk about. Get lost.
Yes, we have. Look, Gloria told me about the accident. She's still beside herself after 2 years.
Well, isn't that just too bad? And how do you think it feels to go through life wearing this? See? I'll hold my hair back so you can take a good long look. Oh, don't turn away. Look at my face. Gloria and I used to be twins, identical twins. I used to be as pretty as she is, but she took care of that. And now I'm going to take care of her. You look kind of sick, mister. Better head for the railing. We're on a pier, remember? The ocean is 45 feet below.
Harry Nile will return in a minute. Now, back to the adventures of Harry Nile.
My danger signals always come up when I don't know enough about a client. Since I had all the rest of the day before meeting Bobby the Ape Man down at the pier, I decided to spend it getting to know more about Gloria. Besides, now I'd established that she really was in danger from her pitifully scarred twin sister, the weird creature from the freak show, and I figured Gloria might be better off out of town until I could make a case against Bobby, if I could make a case. So I got back to Gloria's apartment in Englewood.
Looking for Miss Crocker?
Yeah. I guess she's not home.
Never is during the day. She works. Guess you don't know her too well.
Oh, I don't know her hardly at all. You must, though.
Sure, live right next door. Nice young woman.
Well, maybe you could tell me where she works.
Well, I could, but...
Look, I'm a private investigator. She hired me last night to give her protection.
Protection?
So I really need to know where she is.
She works in a Rexall drugstore downtown.
Which one?
Got me.
I changed a buck into nickels and found a payphone. After 5 tries, I finally got lucky.
Gloria Crocker? Yeah, she works here.
Could I speak to her?
Well, she's tied up with a customer right at the moment. Can I give her a message?
Yeah. Tell her Harry called.
Harry. All right, I'll tell her.
If I couldn't play bodyguard for Gloria, at least I could keep an eye on her sister and the ape man, so I headed back to the beach once more and took up a post near the freak shows. The season was really over, and business along the Fun Zone Pier was spotty. Cold, wet wind rattled the signs above the row of sideshows, and the roller coaster roared half-empty over its creaking tracks. I waited until I saw Doris come out, bar and lock the door, wrap a scarf over her face, and bundle up for home. Then I circled around behind the freak show to wait for Bobby Ox. The back door to the 8-man show was latched from inside. I waited 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I figured it took Ox that long to get out of his 8-man makeup. But when almost half an hour had gone by and it was almost dark, I decided to get inside. One way or another. It was pitch black inside. The pier shut it against the pounding waves below. Hey, Bobby. Bobby! Hey, Bobby, you in here? I lit a match. I was standing right in the back of the 8-man's cage, but it was empty. There was no place he could have been hiding. And then, as I started to walk carefully a few feet to the right, behind the cage, suddenly I felt the trapdoor go out from under me and I was falling down among the creosote-covered pilings beneath the pier, and I hit the dark, foaming water, and I went way, way down. As I fought my way to the surface, it was all suddenly clear. Bobby had laid a trap for me. He knew I'd break in looking for him. He left the trapdoor unlatched. And meanwhile, he could be on his way to Englewood to kill Gloria. You could hardly see. The barnacles and coral tore at my hands as I tried to hang onto the pilings as each huge breaker rolled in. But now something was grabbing at my foot. I was entangled in something under the water. What was it? I kicked frantically. I couldn't free myself. I gulped for air and I ducked my body under so I could use both hands to get my foot out of its trap. And then I recoiled. It was a cable that hooked my foot. But the cable was wrapped around something soft, something fleshy. I felt it. And then I knew. I was too late. I stuck around for a while while the harbor patrol dragged the body up on the beach. I made the identification. Somebody loaned me some dry clothes, and then I headed for Englewood as fast as I could get there.
Harry! What? Come in. What's the matter with you?
I don't know. Let me get my bearings for a second.
Where'd you been?
Under the Long Beach Pier.
What do you mean?
Well, this may come as a shock to you, Gloria, but your sister is dead.
Doris?
Wrapped in about 30 feet of steel cable down under the funhouse pier, so the body won't float.
But I thought you were supposed to be watching her today. How could you let this happen?
I didn't. Doris died yesterday. The coroner said the body'd been in the water a good 24 hours.
But I don't understand.
Well, I think I'm just beginning to. Someone put her in the water yesterday, just before dark. Someone pushed her out the trap door under the pier. Now, who was in the water just a few yards away from the pier at that time yesterday? You were, Gloria.
Wait a minute.
You were down there making sure your sister was trussed up like a turkey. Only when you saw me on the shore and you made like a would-be suicide to throw me off the trail.
You think I killed my own twin sister?
Well, maybe you didn't, but you knew she was dead when you pulled your all-day masquerade today at the freak show.
Are you crazy? I was at work. Call a druggist.
I called the druggist. How'd you get him to lie for you, Gloria? You promise him a little, romance?
I didn't promise anyone anything.
Oh, yes, you did, Gloria.
Bobby!
You promised me, remember, Gloria? You was gonna be good to me if I would push Doris out of the trap door.
Well, Bobby the Ape Man, without his hair and his funny nose.
Don't listen to him, Harry. He's a moron.
It was you all day at the ticket booth at the freak show, wasn't it, Gloria? How long would you have kept wearing the fake scar mask, pretending you were Doris?
That ain't no mask, it's a moulage. I know that, 'cause my ape-man nose is a moulage.
See, Bobby's no moron, Gloria. I bet you can even tell me why you helped kill Doris. Can you do that, Bobby?
Sure I can.
Shut your mouth, Bobby.
Well, Bobby, are you a moron like the ape man, or are you not?
Listen, Doris, she owned the show, but she wouldn't pay Gloria nothing, and she wouldn't hardly pay me nothing.
Ah, so with Doris dead, Gloria can wear the,
Moulage.
Yeah, sure. She can pretend to be your sister long enough to rake in a little dough and then sell out. Am I right?
You don't know how it was, Harry. From the day she could talk after I stolen her, she took it out on me. She made me pay and pay. There was never going to be any end to it. To the guilt. Don't you see how it was, Harry?
And she was always mean to me, too. So I helped Gloria. Hey, Gloria, the man gave me $5 today. Now when do I get the money you promised me?
They tell me they've got a new boy in the Ape Man sideshow. And, of course, there's a different cashier. But I wouldn't know.
On tonight's Harry Nile program, Rosie Saya, Jay Green, and Eric McCaig co-starred with Bill Harper.
We hope you've enjoyed tonight's presentation of Imagination Theater, brought to you by ValueWord, America's neighborhood pharmacy, with more than 5,000 independently owned pharmacies throughout the nation. This is executive producer Dave Adds, hoping you'll join us each week for another journey into your mind and the dark corners of your own imagination. Next week, learn the secret of a weird monastery where the law of time doesn't exist, in a story called But the Flesh is Weak. And then meet a shell-shocked war veteran who can't tell which world he's living in Bellamy Bridge. Be with us then, when Imagination Theater will offer you another double-feature movie for your mind. Imagination Theater is written and produced by Jim French and Jim French Productions in Seattle, Washington, and distributed by the Transmedia Radio Networks, San Francisco, California. For copies of tonight's Imagination Theater on compact disc or cassette, send a check or money order for $14.95 plus $2 shipping and handling, along with today's date and program title, to Transmedia, 719 Battery Street, San Francisco, California, 94111. Or call 1-800-BAY-RADIO. That's 1-800-229-7234. This is Dave Adams, again thanking you for joining us for tonight's Imagination Theater. We'll see you next week.
The Adventures of Harry Nile, starring Bill Harper.
March 6, 1940.
Exactly 4:45 p.m. on the platform at the Santa Fe station in Pasadena. And a cinder blows in my eye while I'm waiting for the super chief to pull in. There's one of those penny scales with a mirror on it, which I use to locate the cinder. Catch a glimpse of myself. New gray suit with a natty bow tie and a big red carnation in the lapel. Part of the expenses for the client coming in on the 4:45 from Chicago. Standing on the scale, so I invest a penny because etched on the glass mirror it says, "Your weight and fate, 1 cent." A little card comes out. It says I weigh 191 pounds. It also says, "A visitor brings trouble." Yeah, probably right. And here it comes. For 4:45 from Chicago.
It was a time of women's legs in silk stockings and seams. Of margarine you had to mix with color yourself, unless you wanted it to look like lard. Of new Studebaker cars for $660 at the factory in South Bend, Indiana. Of a one-time cop turned small-time private detective, to whom...
Excuse me, yeah. Would you be Mr. Nile? Mr. Boothby? Oh. Is everything in order? Just the way you want it. The hotel, nice quiet one, just a few blocks away. The car, black Nash sedan. And your weapon? 38. Here, my belt. Your hands, Mr. Nile. Yeah, what about him? Get a manicure before tomorrow. A manicure, Mr. Boothby? Mr. Nile, you and I are going to be representing over $2.5 million worth of gems. What kinds of people buy these gems, do you suppose? Rich people. A manicure, Mr. Nile. Be my guest.
And now, the adventures of Harry Nile, with our special guest star, Mr. Kurt Kasner.
The ad in the Pasadena Star-News said, "Private gem sale, 1 day only, March 7th, principals only, heirloom collections to be liquidated." And it gave a Chicago address to write to. That was a month ago. Of course, I hadn't noticed the ad when it first came out. I didn't know about Mr. Boothby and the gem brokerage called Whiting and Swan until the phone call 2 weeks ago.
I'm coming out with a very large collection of privately owned jewelry to sell on consignment for the owners, Mr. Nile. And I need protections while I'm in the Los Angeles area. Quiet, unobtrusive protection. I pay $150 a day plus expenses. Would you be available?
Listen, Mr. Boothby, I gotta ask you, why'd you pick me? I mean, there are Pinkertons and Brinks and...
For 2 very good reasons, Mr. Nile. Firstly, I'm told you are something of an expert at cards.
Well, I've been known to play a game or two.
You will be beside me at all times, watching the hands of the customers.
Oh, I think I get it.
And secondly, you're not well established in your trade, a drawback which I turn into an asset.
How's that?
I have a saying, where the transport of rare gems is concerned, obscurity is security.
So I take the case. Why not? 3 days of work and pay to last a month. Who wouldn't? Boothby covers every angle, even tells me how I have to dress, which is why I let Manny of Main Street sell me the gray double-breasted.
Yes, these rooms will do very nicely.
How about the suit?
It'll do, but that tie... Never mind. I have one you can use. Now, Harry, if I may call you that, here is what we'll do. I've booked a room for tomorrow's selling at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. The buyers who responded to our ad have been checked out, and each was issued a personal invitation, identical to this one. Here.
Okay.
No one is to be admitted without this invitation.
Okay. How many people have these?
19.
19? You came all the way out here from Chicago to pitch 19 people?
Any one of these 19 buyers is fully capable of purchasing the entire consignment, Harry. Now, do you see why I suggested a manicure?
Yeah, I guess I do. Pretty ritzy bunch.
My collection includes some of the finest jewelry in the East and Midwest. Of course, Whiting and Swan deal only in the highest quality goods. Which reminds me, would you like to see them?
Sure.
This case is not to be out of either sight, yours or mine, at any time. When I'm dining, you will be guarding it. When you're dining, I shall guard it. Ah, there you are. It's a bunch of little velvet pouches with numbers on them. Each number, you see, corresponds with an inventory number. For example, let me show you. Number 4. Holy smoke! Necklace with a principal diamond pendant and cluster of small diamonds. Go ahead, hold it. Now in our catalogue, we look up item number 4, which reads necklace, 23 5/8 inches long, principal stone, 6-carat diamond, cushion brilliant cut, 58 facet. What is this cushion brilliant? The name of the cut, the shape of it. See? An oblong with slightly rounded sides. Anyway, the description also numbers the 77 other stones, given their weight and cut. Holy smoke! And it gives us the name of the owner. In this particular case, part of the Whitaker estate. Part of it? Oh, yes. I have 5 other pieces from the same estate to sell this trip. Worth altogether around 100,000. Holy smoke! Ugh. That could become tiresome, Harry.
Mr. Boothby, what's the matter?
Pocket of my coat. On the chair.
Which pocket?
No, the other. The side.
Well, I'm looking. What is it? Is it this little bottle? Is it?
Give me the bottle.
Yeah, here you are.
Hurry.
Now, how many of these do you take? Here, do you want me to...
2. Give me 2. Hurry.
Here they are. Holy smoke. I'm sorry. Was that it? What is it, your heart?
Yes. I should have told you. On top of everything else, you've got to keep me alive.
Oh, great. I want to tell Boothby then and there that I'm a private eye, not a doctor. With all his dough, he ought to be traveling with a nurse at least. But instead, I help him into bed to rest, and then I go to the next room where I'm supposed to bunk, and I take the black jewelry case with me. It's almost supper time, and I think about phoning room service to send up a tray when there's a knock at the door.
Mr. Nile, I'm sorry I'm so late, but there were so many people ahead of you this afternoon. Well, now I made it near my last appointment, so we could relax, huh?
Relax?
You wanted a manicure?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, Boothby must have made the appointment.
I really wouldn't know. Are you ready now?
I guess so. Yeah, come on in.
Yeah, we can sit over by the window at the little table.
Whatever you say. It's all, kind of new to me.
Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Well, you want me to sit over here?
Mm-hmm. And I'll sit across from you, and I put my bowl on the table between us. Oh, maybe you'd like to take your coat off?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, just toss it on the bed. Yeah, okay.
Sit right down.
You first.
No, sir, I have to put this cloth over you.
Ah, a little like getting a haircut.
Well, something like that.
What, my arms go through here?
That's right. You see, you're getting the hang of it.
All this just to get your fingernails trimmed?
Oh, we do a lot more than that, Mr. Nile. I'll show you. You see, this dish is a bowl of cuticle softener. You just dip your fingertips in this. Well, go ahead.
I never did this before.
You just put your fingers in the liquid. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Hey, is this supposed to fizz and bubble like this?
Put your head down by the bowl and look at what's happening.
Yeah, what is happening? It feels funny.
Now just bend down and watch. There.
Hey, what are you doing? My eyes! My eyes! The girl moved too fast. She knocked the basin up into my face, and my eyes felt like they were on fire. Then she was around behind me, and I felt the smock tighten around my chest. I couldn't bring my arms back. I couldn't reach the gun in my belt. And then she tipped the chair back, and I hit the floor, tied to the chair. And when I did, I tried to force my eyes open. This searing pain. And I saw the hall door open, and a man run in. He held out his hand, and the manicurist grabbed it. And as they both ran through the door, the last thing I saw was what was in the other hand. The black jewelry case. If only I can get one hand free to get my gun, to get up out of this mess of slippery stuff in the basin, to get up off the floor. I keep scrambling around like a wounded lobster until finally I yank one hand loose, and I untie the smock. I kick the chair loose, and I feel my way for the bathroom where I drench my face in the shower until gradually the sight comes back. And then I've got no hope of finding the girl or the guy she was with. All I can do is go in and face Mr. Boothby. But he beats me to it. There's a door between our two rooms, and he's standing in the doorway, looking white as a sheet.
What's been happening in here? You're soaking wet.
You're a little manicurist.
What's this on the floor? What's going on?
I'm very sorry to tell you this, Mr. Boothby.
No, the gems! You didn't!
He slumps against the doorframe, and before I can jump over him into the room to get the pills, he slides to his knees and rolls over on his back. I leap over him to his bed, and I spot the pills on the table next to the bed. I grab a couple, and I'm back beside him, putting them in his mouth. And then I'm on the phone to the hotel desk for a doctor, and to the police. The doctor and the cops arrive about the same time. The doc checks Boothby and sends him to Huntington Hospital in an ambulance. A lieutenant named Haynes and a couple of bluecoats from the Pasadena Police Department scour the old hotel from top to bottom, while I cool my heels in my room. Finally, Haynes gets back to me.
Well, I got some news for you.
Yeah, what?
The mysterious chemical you got in your eyes?
Yeah?
It was soap. Liquid soap.
Is that all?
No, not quite all. I've got other news, too. This hotel doesn't even have a manicurist.
Yeah, I already figured that. You talking to Boothby before they took him away?
Some.
You ask him who he talked to when he called for the manicurist?
Yes, I did. He tells me he never did call for a manicurist.
I don't buy that. The whole idea of my getting a manicure was his, not mine.
I know he told me that. So if he didn't call her and you didn't call her, who else could have?
I don't know.
Nobody. It had to be one of you, so I'm afraid one of you was lying.
All right, Lieutenant. What are you trying to say?
I'm sorry, Mr. Nile. I'm naming you as a material witness.
Yeah, sure, okay. Only let me ask you to do something. Check out this Boothby.
Don't worry, we are.
I mean, I haven't even seen $1 of his money yet. All I've seen are the jewels. Oh, correct that. All I saw was one necklace. I don't know anything about it besides what he told me himself.
Was it nice?
Was what nice?
The necklace.
Oh, yeah, it was gorgeous. Why are you looking at me?
You can go, Mr. Nile. Don't leave Los Angeles County.
Well, at this point, I'm losing money, and I should have just given back the car I rented and taken the bus back to L.A. But I'm never going to rest until I prove what I'm beginning to think, that Boothby set me up, that the fake manicurist was working for him, and there's a third guy in this operation. Only by now, some fence is probably breaking up all that jewelry into pieces, and by midnight it's going to be spread all over Ensenada. So I take the Nash, and my first stop is Huntington Memorial Hospital. Boothby's in a private room.
We're not allowing Mr. Boothby any visitors just yet.
Not even 5 minutes?
Sorry, not tonight. Maybe tomorrow if his condition remains stable.
Look, Doc, I know you're not supposed to discuss a patient's condition with an outsider, but Boothby hired me to protect some very valuable property and act as its bodyguard, so...
Oh, sir, then you must be Mr. Nile. Yes, Mr. Boothby seemed very concerned about you. He talked a lot about you.
He did?
Yes, he said you'd saved his life twice already. By giving him his digitalis pills. He's most grateful.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing you can tell me. That he really does have a bum ticker?
He has angina pectoris.
That's bad, huh?
It produces painful spasms. They're caused by anemia of the heart muscle. Look, it's time for me to examine him again, so if you care to come back tomorrow, I'll...
Tell him to get well fast. Suddenly I realize it's 9 o'clock and I haven't eaten, so I head out to Fair Oaks Avenue and find a little joint that serves chili. And then I see him, and I smile. It's the guy I noticed in the hospital. Now he's here, and he's trying to make himself invisible. Finish my chili, and I stick a nickel in their payphone.
Lieutenant Haynes.
Hi, Lieutenant Harry Nile.
Yeah,
Just wanted to check in and let you know I haven't skipped the country.
thanks a lot.
And, Lieutenant, put someone else on my tail, will you? The guy you've got shadowing me is about as subtle as a Mack truck.
All right, what did you expect me to do with $2 million in jewels on the loose? You were a cop. You know I have to play every angle.
Ah, so you checked up on me.
All right. Oh, we also checked on Boothby. He's clean as a whistle, been working for Swan and Whiting for almost 20 years, bonded, never in any kind of trouble, and the jewelry was all insured, so I doubt we had a motive.
Yeah, and he really is sick. I just been talking with his doctor.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you would.
Let me know when you spot our next plainclothesman.
Hey, I don't live in Pasadena. It isn't my tax money you're wasting. See you around. I reach in my pocket for the car keys, and when I pull them out, something falls out. It's the floor. I bend down, pick it up. It's the pill bottle. Boothby's pills. I forgot to put them back when I gave a couple of them to Boothby the last time in a hotel. It's past visiting hours, but I decided I'd better take him back to his doctor. I slip up the stairs to the second-floor west wing and tiptoe down the corridor to the private room where Boothby is. Uh-oh. Now there's a red sign on a doorknob that says no visitors, sterile room. Through a small window I can see a nurse. She spots me. I motion to her. She's wearing a gauze face mask. And then the doctor comes to the window. He looks worried. I motion to him to come out, and reluctantly he does. Hey, Doc, I'm sorry to bother you.
Yes?
How's he doing?
Well, I'm sorry to say, Mr. Boothby just passed away.
What?
Just a few moments ago.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Well, you wanted to see him.
Well, it doesn't matter now. Just something of his I was carrying around.
Oh? What was it?
Oh, nothing. Just his pills. What did you call it?
Digitalis. What were you doing with them?
I gave him a couple of pills when he keeled over.
Oh, yes. Well, you'd better let me have them.
No, I'd better give them to Lieutenant Haynes, come to think of it. It really ought to be him that gives them back.
That's ridiculous. The man's dead. Give me the pills. I want to count them. See how many he took.
Look, I'm in enough trouble with Haynes right now. He might think I was withholding evidence.
All right, we're creating a disturbance out here in the hall, so come inside. I'll explain it to you.
That's him under the sheet?
Yes.
Look, Doc, I'm a suspect in a very big jewel robbery. See, that's why I want to stay on the good side of Haynes.
Of course, Mr. Nile, I understand. Rest assured I'll do the right thing. But you see, Digitalis is a heart stimulant. If by any chance Mr. Boothby took too many pills, for example, when he had his last seizure there in the hotel and you administered 2 pills to him, it just may have been too much.
Now, wait a minute.
However, if you'll just return the pills to me now, I won't ever mention the possibility of an overdose again to anyone. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. You figure you could set me up for Boothby's death the way I was set up in the jewel heist.
That's ridiculous.
Is it? That doctor's bag there. That yours?
Of course.
Open it.
I don't see what...
Stop playing games with me and open the bag.
You can put away your gun, Mr. Nile. I'm not armed.
Pick up the bag and put it up here on the bed while I back around and have a good look at Boothby. Move. All right. Now I'll just pull down the sheet and see if Boothby really is as dead as you say he is. Hello, Mr. Boothby.
Hello, Harry.
Open the bag.
Do it, Carlos.
Look at all the little velvet pouches. Hardly leaves any room for your doctor tools, does it?
Carlos, I'm sure you and Helen can see the virtue of striking some kind of equitable arrangement with Mr. Nile. Can't you, Helen?
I was too late to see it coming. Boothby's eyes flickered to the girl in the nurse's uniform behind me. In the same instant, something that felt very much like a bedpan. Rabbit punched me in the base of my skull, and I crumpled over on the bed. And then the 3 of them were on me, rolling me over. My head was full of bees, just dangling over the side of the bed. And the phony nurse, she had some pills. She was prying them into my mouth.
Could you tell us, my meddling friend, take enough of them?
I was only partway conscious, but I could feel the pills slipping down my throat. She was emptying the whole bottle into me, and the 2 of them were holding me down. And then, all of a sudden...
Get away from him and put up your hand!
It was Haynes. I slid off the bed. And then, very slowly, all the lights went out. They brought me around and pumped out the pills. Haynes had a good laugh over that. The reason the phony doctor wanted the other pills back from me was that they were as phony as he was, just made of sugar. Boothby'd set up the whole elaborate plan to make it look like the poor, dumb private eye had either let himself get robbed or planned the heist himself. Helen, the phony nurse, was the phony manicurist, of course, and the doctor was a fence who could break up the jewelry, $250,000 from the stolen gems. And what did I get out of it? A ruffled gray suit, a bill for the hotel and the Nash, and a very bad taste in my mouth.
Well, and a grateful handshake from Lieutenant Haynes.
Oh, and 60 days later, a reward from Whiting and Swan.
Which is not usual. Not in 1940. Not for Harry Nile.
The Adventures of Harry Nile features Phil Harper as Harry. Tonight, our thanks go to our very special guest star, Mr. Kurt Kasner. Also in tonight's cast were Pat French, Steve Hilliard, and Jay Green. Music composed and conducted by David Shire. The Adventures of Harry Nile are created and produced by Jim French.
The Adventures of Harry Nile. The telephone is a lovely invention. Ever since I had one installed, the business it's brought me has almost paid the monthly phone bill, which is why I can't afford to ignore it and just let it ring, even though there are times when I'm tempted to, like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Harry Nile Detective Agency.
Did I catch you a little early, Harry? Sorry. This is Marvin Asher.
Hello, Marvin. How's the ambulance chasing business?
I manage to catch one every now and then. Hey, I've got a job for you if you want it, and I think you will.
Long money and short hours?
Maybe, but it's a nice, safe sort of case.
I'll take it.
If you qualify.
If I qualify?
You like music?
Oh, about as well as the next guy. What's that got to do?
My client is a musician. Eddie Mayhew.
Eddie Mayhew. Mayhew. Any relation to Art Mayhew, the jazz piano man?
Very good, Harry. Yes, the son. You've heard of the old man, then. That's good. Because young Eddie Mayhew, the band leader, has retained me to search out the estate of the late Mr. Mayhew.
Inheritance deal?
Should be a big one.
And my fee just went up.
You find what the late Art Mayhew did with his dough, and you'll get your fee plus a nice bonus. Oh, and there's expense money waiting for you as soon as you can pick it up.
Say, sounds like a first-class operation.
All the way, Harry. It isn't every day that a top name in jazz dies intestate with only one heir apparent. And him a wealthy man himself, so come get the dough, Harry. And wear a clean shirt, take a shave, huh? I might introduce you to my client this very morning.
Phil Harper is starring as the hard-luck private eye of the 1940s in another Harry Nile detective mystery. And now, The Adventures of Harry Nile. Feeling very prosperous, I hurry over to Marvin Asher's law office to pick up a check for $100 advance and get the fill-in on Eddie Mayhew. Young Eddie's done pretty well for himself, it seems. He's got a successful dance band that he's been playing for months in a big downtown hotel. He's married to the vocalist, Evelyn Dale, and he's definitely a rising star in the music business. It's just about 10 in the morning when I walk into the empty ballroom where an old guy is busily tuning one of the two white pianos that flank the bandstand. Down the carpeted stairs at ringside table, two guys and a girl are studying a bunch of musical arrangements that drape off the table and onto the floor. When I walk up, one of the men looks up at me.
You're the detective Marv sent over?
Yeah, that's right, Harry Nile.
I'm Eddie Mayhew. This is my wife, Evelyn. My arranger, Charlie Curtis. Listen, I'll go over these one more time before rehearsal, Charlie.
See you later, Charlie.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
Marv told you what I need.
He said your father was Art Mayhew, the jazz piano man.
That's right.
I got a bunch of his records. He was great. I didn't hear he died. I'm sorry.
I never knew the man, Mr. Nile.
Oh?
The old man left Eddie and his mother way back in the 20s, not long after Eddie was born.
And he never came back. Oh, he sent money from time to time. But stop around and see how we were doing? Forget it.
Now, I understand your dad died without leaving a will, and that there should be a pretty big estate to settle. And you'd like your share of it.
My share? Wrong, Mr. Nile. There were no other living relatives. The way I see it, I ought to get it all.
You, wouldn't happen to have a letter from your father promising you his estate, would you?
Listen, he didn't leave me a single thing of his, except his name. Not even his talent, I'm sorry to say.
We figure, with all the records he cut and the investments he had, the old man must have been worth close to $1 million.
And I never had any brothers or sisters. My mother is dead. He didn't have any living relatives, so whatever's left is mine.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe he remarried.
Couldn't have. He and my mother were never divorced. Just separated.
When did he die?
A couple of months ago.
July 3rd. I've got the clipping from the Chicago Tribune. In fact, it's right here in my purse.
A buddy of mine sent it to me just a week ago. Otherwise, we might not know about it yet.
Died in, Chicago.
Here it is.
Sounds like he was buried in a potter's field, the way this is written. Are you sure he had all this, money when he died?
He stashed it somewhere. And I'm paying you to find it.
Eddie Mayhew expected some action, so I lit off for a bank to cash the check and started in spending it right away. First, a long-distance call.
Mr. Nile?
Yeah.
Sorry to take so long, but I have the information you wanted. Mr. Arthur Mayhew was cremated as a ward of the county July 6th of this year. No claim, no estate.
Who witnessed?
The Cook County Coroner's deputy and 2 other men, Mr. Ballinger and Mr. Eckstein.
First names on those two?
Only initials. That's a C. Ballinger and W. Eckstein.
Yeah. Well, okay, thanks for your trouble. I better get over to the hotel and see if these ring any bells with Eddie Mayhew. By the time I get over to the hotel ballroom, the piano tuner has moved to the other white piano, but Eddie and his wife are gone. Say, excuse me a minute.
You talking to me?
Yeah. I was here a couple of hours ago talking to the Mayhews. Did you see where they went?
Afraid not. Guess you didn't notice. I don't see.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Hey, how can you tune pianos if you're blind?
Oh, there are hundreds of blind piano tuners. It's no handicap, really. All grands are basically the same, and all uprights are pretty much like all the other uprights. What was it you wanted with Eddie?
You know him?
Work for him. I'm Willie Williamson. Call me Willie. I tune the band's pianos. Travel all over with the band.
Oh, uh-huh. Well, I just wanted to check out a couple of names with Eddie.
Couple names?
Couple of Chicago people I thought he might know.
Well, lay 'em on me. Maybe I know who they are. I hung around Chicago a lot myself, you know.
Guy named Ballinger. Another guy named Eckstein.
Ballinger? Eckstein. No, guess not.
Hey, if you were in Chicago, would you have known Eddie's dad?
Art Mayhew? Hey, everybody knew Art Mayhew. Sure, I knew him.
You knew he died?
Yeah, a couple months back. Here he died broke, too.
You believe it?
Oh, I suppose I do. These old jazz musicians, they weren't much for business.
Eddie thinks his dad left a fortune behind.
Sounds like he hired you to sniff it out.
Hey, you're pretty good. That's just what he did.
Be surprised what a blind fella can see, really. Well, I hate to see Eddie disappointed, but I'm afraid he's barking up the wrong tree.
You think so?
Yeah. Old Art was a sucker. Booze, dames, fast living. He could throw away a week's pay quicker than anyone on State Street. I expect he made a lot of money, all right. But keep it? Not old Art Mayhew. He was good for just one thing, son. This. I learned that from listening to his records.
Back at my place, I dug out an Art Mayhew trio record and put it on my Victrola. The runs were flashy and brilliant. Certainly his son's work didn't sound like the intricate embroidery of the father's style.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Nile? Willie said you were looking for me this afternoon.
Yeah, I talked with the Cook County Records people in Chicago on the phone.
Oh?
They say your dad was a ward of the county when he died.
I don't care what they say. I'm paying you to prove he left money. A lot of money.
Well, there are 2 names I could check. Witnesses to his cremation. A couple of guys named Ballinger and Eckstein. You wouldn't know him by any chance.
No. But why don't you go back there and find him?
You want me to go back to Chicago? Hey, that costs an awful lot.
I want what's mine, Mr. Nile. How can I make you understand that?
I understand. I'm grabbing the next plane east, Mr. Mayhew.
Harry Nile will return in a minute. Now, back to the adventures of Harry Nile.
So I buy an airline ticket back to my old stamping ground, Chicago. I check with the Cook County Hall of Records, and they give me addresses on the 2 witnesses to Mayhew's cremation. Figure I'll start there and work back.
Mr. Ballinger? Yeah. My name's Harry Nile. Pleased to meet you. What's on your mind?
Art Mayhew.
Yeah, what about?
No, I hear he died.
That's right.
You were a friend of his?
Yeah, that's right.
You witnessed his cremation.
Right again. Say, what are you, anyway?
I'm a private investigator working for Mr. Mayhew's son.
His son?
Eddie Mayhew.
Art didn't have no son.
How's that?
That is, I never heard about no son of his.
Well, he and his wife split up when the boy was just a kid.
Well, what does this kid want now?
Wants his father's estate.
Estate? To laugh. He died poor as a church mouse.
Eddie doesn't think so.
Yeah, well, where was this Eddie that he knew so much about Art Mayhew? Listen, you see this club? Art played here dozens of times. I hired Art when he was so sick he could barely stay on the piano stool. Still, he packed him in. But every cent he made went right out the window.
Oh, what for? Medicine?
The medicine, yeah. It was medicine to Art. Dope, Mr. Nile. Art Mayhew was a dope fiend.
Ballinger paints a pretty sordid story about Mayhew's last days. Too sick to play, wasted away to nothing. Finally dies in a rented room, and Ballinger finds him there 2 days later.
So, like I say, your client's all wet. Art Mayhew didn't have a penny to his name when he died.
There was another witness to the cremation, a fellow named Eckstein.
Wally Eckstein, yeah.
Know where I might find him?
Why do you need to find Eckstein?
Just part of my job, Mr. Ballinger.
In other words, you don't think I'm telling you the truth. You want to check me out?
I didn't say that.
Gumshoes are all alike. Wally Eckstein lives in a fancy apartment on Wacker Drive. I don't know the address.
Thanks. I'll find it. Wacker Drive isn't the address the Hall of Records gave for Eckstein, but that doesn't worry me. Takes me the better part of an hour, but I finally find there are 3 Ecksteins with Wacker Drive addresses. It's about 8:30 at night when I wind up in an elevator going up to the penthouse where my third and final Eckstein possibility hangs out. If this isn't the guy, I'm at a dead end.
Yes?
Mr. Eckstein. Wallace Eckstein?
Yes.
My name is Harry Nile, Mr. Eckstein, working for the son of a friend of yours, Art Mayhew. Could I come in?
Mayhew?
Or didn't you know Mr. Mayhew?
Yes. I know Mr. Mayhew. What's your interest in him?
Well, his son Eddie hired me to do a little checking on his father's estate, and since you were present at the cremation, I figured you must have known the old man well enough to give me some help.
Come in. Come this way.
Say, this is some layout.
Sit down.
Thanks.
Now, what exactly is it? I'd like to know.
Well, I get 2 stories. Eddie's sure his old man had a lot of dough, but 2 people so far have told me otherwise. Old piano tuner who used to know him, and Mr. Ballinger. They both say Mayhew was stony broke.
I see. Well, I'm not in the position to verify the shape of Mr. Mayhew was in at the time of his death.
But you knew him?
As a piano player, yes.
Not as a friend?
We were never close.
Is there anyone who could tell me what I want to know?
I wouldn't know about that, Mr. Nile.
Yeah, I see. Well, I've taken too much of your time.
Sorry I couldn't have been more helpful. I'll show you out.
Yeah. Sure is a swell place you've got here. What line of work you in, if you don't mind my asking?
Investments.
Oh. Well, they sure must pay off. Good night, Mr. Eckstein. Well, it didn't take much deduction to see there was something screwy about a guy like Eckstein having a down-and-out doper like Mayhew for a friend. So there had to be some other connection. Well, what could it be? And how could I find out? It's past dinner time, and I could think of 20 places I used to eat in this town, but I went back to Ballinger's Club instead. The more I thought about it, the more I felt Ballinger could tell me about Mayhew. The Black Cat Club is in the basement, and the tiny office is a window on the alley. As I walked past the alley, I saw Ballinger through the window. He was talking to someone, talking very fast, waving his arms. Interesting. To a snoop like me, that was very interesting. So I went down the steps into the club. Man, the place was jumping. With people, you couldn't see 20 feet through the smoke. The head waiter finally spots me and struggles over through the crowd.
Gonna be a while before I can get you a table.
Ah, that's all right. I came to see Mr. Ballinger.
Oh. Well, he's tied up right now with someone.
Well, tell him Harry Nile is out here.
Yeah, when I get time.
Oh, and here's a little something for your trouble.
Aye? Oh, thanks. I'll be right back.
The $2 I slipped him changed his attitude, and he disappeared into the crowd in a smoke. About a minute, he was back.
Hey, I'm sorry, Mr. Nile. I was mistaken about Mr. Ballinger. He's gone home for the evening.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Find you a table now.
No, I don't think so. The smoke's kind of getting to me. I waited until the head waiter had moved out of sight, and then I edged through the crowd over to the door near the kitchen, marked private. This had to be the office where I'd seen Ballinger not 5 minutes before. I knocked. And again. The lock wouldn't have foiled a 5-year-old. I picked it, let myself in, before anyone noticed what I was doing. The office was dark now. I edged my hand along the wall by the door until I found a light switch. The place was empty. Then my eyes caught an old filing cabinet, and I couldn't resist it. The crazy idea forming in my mind drove my fingers to flip through the dog-eared manila file folder until I spotted what I hoped would be there. Some old records of the Black Cat Club. And then it all began to come together. And I knew what had happened. I knew what Eckstein was all about, and Ballinger. And I could guess the rest. But as it happened, I didn't have to.
Put up your hands.
Okay.
Don't move. Don't you even think of moving.
Farthest thing from my mind, Mr. Ballinger.
I ought to finish you off. Prowling my file. Give me that folder.
Take it.
What do you want with this?
Information. And I got it.
What do you think you've got?
So this joint was owned by Art Mayhew.
What of it?
And he sold it. To you.
So?
For $1.
It's legal.
No wonder poor old Art was broke when he died. Somebody you were. With friends like you, he didn't need enemies.
That wasn't it at all. I did everything I could for Art Mayhew. I love the guy.
So much you stole his nightclub for $1, yeah.
Look, think whatever you want. Look, Nile, I know you're just doing your job. Now you found out what you came for. Why don't you leave? Go back to L.A. and tell his kid that Art didn't leave him nothing when he died. Why don't you?
Because that'd be a lie, wouldn't it?
No.
You really must have loved old Art. You're still protecting him, aren't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You took the Black Cat off his hands. Why? So he could die in peace?
That's right.
Or so he could live in peace? I saw you through the window 10 minutes ago, Ballinger. I saw who you had in here with you. Now I know why the two of you were so agitated. You were afraid I'd spill the beans, spoil everything, right? The truth is, Art Mayhew is alive. His death and cremation were staged for Eckstein's benefit, right?
Nile, you're going to ruin everything.
Where is he, Ballinger? Where is Art Mayhew?
I'm right here, Mr. Nile, hiding out in my own office.
All right, come in, close that alley door.
Willie Williamson, the blind piano tuner. You know, for a blind guy, you really get around.
I just made up the blind bit, man. I had to fly back here and keep you from messing the whole thing up. Ballinger says you seen Eckstein.
I did. But he thinks you're safely dead, Willie. Or maybe I ought to call you Art.
Eckstein's the reason I had to cut out, man.
Why?
Well, Eckstein's in the racket, see. One night about 3 a.m., I'm leaving the club, and I see Eckstein shoot a guy in the parking lot. Gangland murder thing, you know. I freeze. Eckstein sees me, recognizes me. He'd been in the club half the night.
So you've got to pretend to be dead, or else you really will be dead.
Sure, that's it. And my pal, Ballinger here, he agrees to take the club off my hands, and he sends me dough, way out to California.
Well, you're pretending to be Willie Williamson, working for your own son.
Yeah, but you gotta swear never to tell the kid who I am.
Why? He's got a right to know his old man's alive.
Oh, he hates me. You heard the way he talks. He grew up hating me, and I don't blame him. But I want to be close to him all the same, and I want to help him all I can.
Yeah, I get it.
But I don't get it. Nile, you knew Willie was really Art. How'd you know? He's changed the way he looked.
I knew Art Mayhew was alive because the date on this bill of sale for the club is July 10th. That's 4 days after he was supposed to have been cremated.
Holy smoke, I'll have to have that changed. Art, I'll do that first thing in the morning.
I'm curious, Art. Who took your place in the crematorium?
We never knew who he was. An old drunk got hit by a train in the rail yards. Ballinger got his papers switched so it looked like it was me. You done a lot for me, Charlie.
Yeah, Ballinger helped Art Mayhew to die, so Willie Williamson, the piano tuner, could live. We flew back to L.A. on the same plane, Art Mayhew and me. Told me a lot of great stories about the guys he'd known in jazz. Jelly Roll Morton, Leadbelly, Earl Hines. Then the plane landed at the Lockheed Air Terminal in Burbank, and I helped an old man down the boarding stairs. An old man with dark glasses and a white cane. Flagged him a taxi, and I helped him get inside, gave the driver an address to the hotel, and watched the cab disappear into the smoke of an L.A. night. And suddenly I was very tired. Too tired to call Eddie Mayhew and tell him his old man had died without leaving him a single thing. I knew the kid would be disappointed. But I couldn't tell him that the old piano tuner of his was the greatest jazz pianist in the world.